Tell you what, if I unmute myself, it's much more effective. Right, am I on? What do I... No, what was I meaning to do? I was meaning to do something. Hold on. There we go. Right, smashing. Good evening, sports fans. I'm Colonel Failure. Hold on, not sports fans. Good evening, fishing fans. I'm Colonel Failure. And we're here at this, the most festive time of the year, to do a little bit of deep sea fishing, just to keep things festive. I've adorned the stream helmet with something particularly festive. I am Colonel Festive, and I am here to be your festive colonel for this evening. I've got got my special thought helmet plumbed in, as is traditional. Adam, stop it, or I'll kick you out of the chat. Stop it. Don't do it again. I'm not kidding. Oi, oi, and the rest of it. Anyway, yeah, my janitors are out of action this evening. Flaming janitors, they've got a life and stuff. Let's say hello to a few people. Justin, good evening. Patrick, hello. Animal, I've got something on my helmet. I do indeed. It's light. Sadly, it doesn't have any settings. I can't make it agitate suitably. I'll up the tempo next time around. Brandon, good evening. Nice to see you. Diet 1985. I should have possibly gone on a diet in 1985. Good evening. Army Cadets, ahoy. Who else we got? MSJN, guten Tag. Justin, I've already talked to. Kim, hello. Lynx McKate. Lynx MK8. Don't know. Ahoy. P. Danielson, hello. TSB, Gamer, here they come. Standard username, Diedrich, J-Do, good evening. Brandon, I've said hello to, I'm sure, Undisclosed Power, and David, and Patrick again, and Ice, the Blue Lion. Hello. Taukos, Justin again. You get one hello, and that's your lot. Stewie and Chava and Ethan and Aaron, who's recently joined the Fail Brigade Army of the Elite, and Nicholas and Callum, and that's your lot. Right, helmet off. Hold on, turn my lights off. Then off. There we go. Good. Right, let's get on with business. The business of this evening, as you would... no, you missed it, Sociopath. I've done. Oh, Lynx Mark 8. Okay, thank you. Yeah, no, I know it's a helicopter. That's good. Yeah, I just didn't read it properly. Right, smashing, good. And then here is me in my little boat. I have already put to sea. Well, almost. There's the dock. Look, it's just because I made a complete pig's ear of getting out of the harbour every time that I've done so, and therefore I decided to get it done early. But hello, Cosmo, and hello, Macca. I've stopped the hello section. The hello section, I've done it. We've done that bit now. We're now moving on to the main event, which is me driving the little boat here. It's I think it's a bit foggy. Is it foggy? No. Sun's out. Anyway, here's me. It's been about 10 days since I last played the game, and therefore I've completely forgotten how to play it. But I know what this button does. How are we doing for game volume? Game volume versus the old microphone. How's that faring? Let me know if you want some adjustments. Now's the time to get an adjustment made. It's gone neon. Yeah, so even I can't miss it. You see? Hold on, ease it down. No, we're going on a pleasure cruise. Just a gentle jaunt here. There we go. Expecting a floating dredger slash factory. Such disappointment. Hey, if it had it in the game, you know I'd be driving it. Good game volume, good. I think. Okay, well, let me know if it's out of whack, and I'll move it around. Okay, you think it's the exhaust? Yeah, it could well be actually. Look at that. That's we need the less smoke mod going on there. Right now then. Let me bring up the map. Park up for a sec there, champ. We're not in any rush. Let's bring up the old map here. Now then, while you were away, and I'll tell you, we're probably going to end up doing this evening. I had to circumnavigate from Hammer Time here out to Ackerfjord, which is where we are currently. I'm not entirely. I think I handed the mission in at Ackerfjord. And I got that done. Yeah, but here's the hook, the sinker and the line. Is this little blue path? I'm hoping you can make it. I can make it out on my YouTube coverage over there. Yes, the blue line is where I've explored, and you can only fast travel where you've already explored. Oh yeah. Therefore, I had to drive up here, and it took about 45 minutes. So, given that I'm planning on doing, I don't know, 2.5, 3 hours this evening, we might not get very far. We might just engage in a bit of light conversation while we trundle lovingly across the map. Anyway, we're in the market for pollock. Oh no, really? Okay, now then, let's see if we can't fast travel our way back again. I've got all my lines prepped with mackerel, and I think I've got a system. I've also upgraded my boat a little bit. Still the same boat, still the same wonderful piece of technology that I was using previously, except now. Right, okay, let's take it as far as there. Will it fast travel? There we go. Right, good. That's a mercy. We don't want her to do this in real time. In fact, I might cut this corner. If we stop here, right, good, and then I will set. No, kill these. I don't want them. I'm not in. No, don't. Just get off. Stop. Let go. Remove waypoints. That one and this one and that one and that one and that one. Remove. No. Yes. That. Good. Nice. Now then, eyes hunting pollock. Yes, feel free to place as many pollock jokes as you feel the need. Let's bang that out. I have explored that area. All right, then we're just heading. I'm going to assume this is south. Then we're heading a little bit southwest. Let's get underway because I want to fill in a little bit more map, and and we can discuss strategy while that happens, which will be extra special. Right, there you go. That should be about the right kind of bearing. Now, if you studied the original video magnificently, oh, Vicar, good evening. Very good of you to show up and sweep the room. I've not turned Nightbot on, so feel free to engage the Nightbot if you want extra buttons. There you go. We've got rival vessel over there. Yes, I could go and ram it. But we'll save that for after we've had enough of actual fishing, shall we? Because I'd quite like to get to a slightly larger boat. I'm not a million miles off. I've upgraded this one. If you studied carefully during the video that I put up previously, if you watched the video that I put up previously, you'll see that we are significantly faster now than we were in that one. I've got an upgraded boat. I've got a better hammer. I've got, I can't remember what else I put. I've got more crates in which to saw fish, which is also, a great bonus there for all of us. I'm already starting to regret having not chosen to fast travel, but there's that. Right, let's get my evening's beverage on the go. Don't get me wrong, it's not that exciting. It's Diet Coca-Cola. If they wish to offer sponsorship, I'm all ears. Open to sponsorship 24/7. The taste of the slimline new generation, of which I am one. Right, good, there we go. Army Cadet says, my strategy is generally to catch the fish and then sell them. It's a cunning one, and certainly that's one I've been employing, and it seems to have panned out reasonably well so far. Let's have a look at a map here. As you can see, we're about to re-enter known territory again, although it looks like there's a patch of pollock up there, doesn't it? What else can you see with your elven eyes? Not a massive amount. Okay, all right. Well, we'll go to known waters. It would be. I mean, it would. If there were a nicer way to discover the fish that you've got going on. Animal, I sense that you're being ever so slightly sarcastic there for all the fish that I caught last time. Yeah, last time I didn't catch very many fish at all. I caught very few. But no, last time when plodding around on my own, I did pretty well. Oh, I mean, I say pretty well. I mean, I've got 120,000 kroner in the bank. That's almost enough to buy, I don't know, something. So that's all terrific. There. Good. Yeah, should have fast travelled, shouldn't I? Because this is, what the heck is that? What's this? What's this thing here that's really shifting? I'm going to go for a graphical glitch. Either that or it's a jet ski. But whatever it is, it's certainly moving. Maybe we're about to reenact scenes from Battleship. Yeah, I'm going to be Rihanna. Yorkshire Phaser, welcome to the team. You are among friends here, and it is a delight to have you on board. Remember to check if you join the club. Remember to check out the community tab on the YouTube, and it will give you links to all kinds of fun stuff, including motorsport for those of you who are motorsport aficionados or wish to be. Right, okay. Now then, what time is it? It is it's coming up on 10 to 9 in the evening, and we're going to get some fish on. Now then, the system that I'm going to employ, technical, pay attention, is I'm going to drop the first... Right, okay, I've covered this in. We'll bang a waypoint in there. TRGV, thank you very much. Since you're in Norway, here's some oil money. Good man. I much appreciate it. Now then, no, didn't want that there. I want to move the map a bit. So we're going to place lines 1 and 2 out of the flags here. And then we're going to bang another one. Hold on. Out at 4. Then we'll go round the island. No, actually, and then one more at 5. We'll then go round the island, pick up 1, pick up 2, pick up 4, pick up 5, head back to hammer time, sell it off. Boom. It's going to be plenty of big bucks. Yeah, much appreciated. Those of you who member up. That's jolly decent of you. Right, fast to travel. There you go. See, activate the afterburners and it all starts happening. I'm not going to use hand grenades. What do you think I am? Some kind of monster? Now then, we're going to need some... that's the Northern Lights going on over there, probably. Let's bang the searchlight on. Yeah, that helped. And the work lights as well. And sound a hooter to let people know it's game on. Right, let's make sure we are in the zone. Right, okay. And then where's the button? It's over here somewhere. Line info. No, it's not that button. Gear not with its set gear. There we are. Right. We've got a 250 hook long line that we're dropping off here. As you can see, buoys in the water. And it's going to auto deploy that one. Chug, chug, chug. And it's away. Right, that's number 1, and we really ought to set a waypoint for it. So, or will the map remember? Do we think the map will remember? I don't know, but we'll find out when we come to try and hunt it down later on. Right, let's fast travel our way to item 2 on the agenda, where we're going to drop off, unsurprisingly. Whoa, stop. You might have overshot there. I forgot. It doesn't stop at every marker. It wants to move on to the next one. So we've overshot a little here, and this is a thin ground anyway, but we'll fling it out, and it'll just happen. Right, good. Now then, marvellous. So there we go. That's number 2. Splash happy. It's got it done. Right, and then we'll move on to number 3, and then we'll stay on board because we're not stopping there. We'll stop here. There we go. So there's my next one. I'm not sure that this extra foamage in the swell there, I don't know if that means anything or not. I'm going to assume it's particularly rich pickings. Let's turn the sonar on. Let's send 1 ping only, please. Yeah, I know. I did all these jokes when I was playing submarines as well, but you know, I'm not opposed to doing the same jokes more than once. And then fling the line overboard. Oh, look at that! There's fish. That's what we're here for. Oh, hold on, I haven't pressed the button. There you go. Good. Right, there we are. We don't want to be nuking the fish. That's no good. I mean, you get very strange fish. They're probably covered in breadcrumbs, and you have to stick them in the microwave or something to get them back up to ramming speed. Right, okay, now then, let's go to the last marker here. Off we go. That's it. Diedrich, thank you very much. Oh, that's very generous of you. An early Crimbo gift. Yeah, very kind. Much appreciated. And I hope all is festive where you are. That's 20 euros for my Brexit insurance policy, which is marvellous. Basically, I'm collecting currencies of all languages at the moment. Anything other than sterling is marvellous, because anything can happen. Right, good. Right, moving. So there we go. 4 lines in the water. Now then, if we go and have a look at number 1 here on the list. We'll see it's been in there for 5 hours. Now, when it gets to about 12, I think is when it starts to get super fresh. With the we're going to hold on, come here, you there, right, like that. Then a bit of this, then a bit of that, and then out here, and we'll just hang out for a bit until the marker on this turns green, because then we know the fish are ripe. There we go. I don't think the fish are quite ripe yet. They've been in for 10 hours. They need a little bit longer. Now then, the way that I've found to do this previously is to set yourself some waypoints around there until you pop the weasel. Right, let's set the weasel poppage here accordingly. So if we do a bit of this action here, right, just like kind of like that. That'll probably do, and then because there is no fast travel for. Look, I just want to hang around for a couple of hours, so you have to use up some fuel and just ride it out. I haven't got a big enough boat to catch more fish than this. In fact, I'm probably going to go over anyway. Blue is the optimal colour. Well, whatever the optimal colour is, this isn't it. So all right, let's go on a longer leg here. Right, and then how long have you had now? 13 hours, still not quite there. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go out to here. Just come on, look, play the game. We'll go out to here and we'll explore a little further. There we go, orange, good. All right, so if I stick a couple hours into this this bit of exploration here, then we should be glorious for reasons. And that will be jolly helpful. I would imagine. So we'll fill in a little bit more of the map, and then you never know, we might find a cod patch, because cod's where the big money is at, and big money is clearly what I'm all about. Christian, thank you very much for joining Team Awesome, or Fail Brigade, I believe that we refer to them. When they come from the YouTube, you're still kind of Bad Company-esque. Maxim from Hungary, he's on Christmas holiday with his family. That's jolly do. So am I, as it happens. Except I've told them to leave me alone so I can talk to you people instead. So it talks to my family, crikey. That said, they're probably watching, so I'll get hurt later. But hey, that's all good. Don't run out of fuel now. No, I'm not intending to run out of fuel. But then again, there's many things that I don't intend to do, but end up happening anyway. Do I have the towing insurance? No, I don't. I've got 120,000 kroner, so it's all good. Right, let's rip it around. Now, if I can get fairly close to the job hit, I've got plenty of fuel. I need about I need like 2 bars of red in order to get back into shore from here. So I've got plenty left. Let's make sure I've got my heading about right. Now we're going over this way a bit more. There we are. See, crank it around. It's all good. It's not going to be a problem in the slightest. Everything's going to be absolutely peachy. Let's go and ride in the cockpit here, and then I'll be able to see much better all of this glorious. There's me. There's my legs. There's my chair. I'm not entirely... Oh, what's in the hatch? Can't interact while driving. That's unfortunate. Got a little way to go yet. That's fine. I'm sure I'll spot it. What's the binoculars button? It's that one. Okay, good. There we are. Right. Keep your eye open for worm sign. We want to get off the planet as quickly as possible as soon as Shai Halud and his buddies turn up. Where are we? There we go. I think I've clocked it. I don't know if you can make it out yet or not. In fact, I'm not entirely sure I can make it out. No, that's definitely it. That's my stuff over there. Right, magical. There you go. This is highly technical boatmanship going on here. This is all good. This is absolutely dandy. And I'm pretty sure I've calculated the fuel correctly. Pretty sure. Might be that I'll need to go in after the first two because I'll be fully loaded anyway. But we'll soon see. There you go. See, look, I've barely touched the fuel. It's all going to be good. Riding in the cockpit, don't overshoot the station. Overshooting the stations is a fact of life. Right, let's start to trim it down. I don't know if you noticed that I was doing 14 knots. That's a fair lick in nautical terms. Right, okay, let's come around for a 709er here, and let's plough this in. Right, searchlight off. Don't want to spook what we've got on the end of the line. There we go. Right, and proceed into the action item area. Here we go. Too much juice there. Too much. Just ease it off some. That's it. Lovely job. Right, get it on the spot. Come on. Why are we orange? I want yellow. I want green. Come on. I've got that lined up really rather nicely. You don't even have to wait for it to line up, you know. You can just pick up the grab the gear stuff. Gear not within range. Is this somebody else's line that I am attempting to apprehend? No, it can't be. It must be mine. Yeah, I'm right on top of it. Okay, right, well. Would be a bummer if I haven't calculated the fuel right. Yeah, it would rather, wouldn't it? But it might make for an entertaining moment or two of conversation. There you go, that'll do. Haul it. Yep, bring her in. Right, now then, what do I do with this again? You just hit the button. That's it. Wallop. Fish. Come on. And next, smashing into the box. Next, boink. Yes, that's 3 of them. Look at that. That's a fish. And next on the line. Oh, that one wasn't quite so good. I was a little bit nervy on that one. There we go. And bonk. Oh yes, you don't get much better than that. And then followed by, look at this. Who'd have thought it? It's another fish. Stick it in there. And kaboosh. Got me some fish. Oh yeah, I'm all about the fish now. See, one stream on Dovetail's fishing stream there, and all of a sudden I'm like a fishing maestro. Oh, okay, all right. Fluff the last one. See if I care. Right, what do we get? We got 1,000 kilos of pollock. We got a bit of haddock. Got some redfish and a cod. Yeah, well, you know, it's all good for a bit of extra bucks. Now then, that's filled me up to about just over half capacity. So if I do the next stop as well. Then we'll go into harbour, come back out again, and we should be in just enough time to get the last 2 lines before they expire. Haven't quite got the scale of the boat right yet, or rather the scale of the catch. Where's my stuff? It's over there. It's over there, look. It's there, you can see it. It's underneath the wiki button. Alright, okay, fine. Good. Right, searchlight off, work lights on. I'm working, not searching. Good, there we go. Now then, and let's go snag the next one. Well, when I say snag, let's go and hoik it in. Hello, Anthony. I love the vids. Wow, you know what? I really enjoy making them, and that anybody enjoys them at all is very satisfying. So thanks for that. That's jolly good. The Amazing 8 rated R. Colonel! What? Right, okay, here we go. Right, come on, concentrate. Right, I've got my finger on the button here, and we're going to try and get this one in the green area. He's down. We're going to look for Matt Damon, and hopefully the green zone will be all ours. There it is. Bring her in. Right, what do we got here? It is 7. That's pitiful. Maybe I should have waited a little bit longer. Pow. Get in the box. Right, and on my next one, smash. Box. Fish. Next. Gotcha. Thingamajig in the what's it. Perfect job. Boom. No, not quite boom. There. That was more like boom. And oh dear. Come on. Because if you manage to nail a perfect every time, there you go. You get a bigger fish bonus, and we all like a fish bonus. Oh, I've just got 2 achievements. You can't see them, but I can. I got 10,000 kilos of cod and 1,000 kilos of redfish achievement. There we are. Right now then, how much have I got left? I've got 80 litres out of 150 litres. Now let us consult the map here, people. 150 litres, right? I've got 80 litres left, so over half a tank. We came from here. We came out, we did a lap of this. I then drove around in circles for 7 hours. We've got enough fuel. It's not going to be a problem. All right, how long have you been in the water? Not quite long enough yet, but you might be by the time I get there. Right, 1.2 nautical miles. Let's drive. Fast travel. It's the thing you do when you want to go fast. Right, okay, good. That's right. It should be off the port bow here somewhere. Where are you? I know you're out there. I'm gonna catch you with my catching gear, and we'll make it happen. Are there any sharks in the game? No, there aren't. It's a little bit cold for sharks, given that we're up in Norway's water action. Are we moving here or what? Come on, boat, get a wriggle on. Actually, there's no rush. We're not quite at maximum fish opportunity at the current time, so you can take your time. Can I activate my binoculars from here? No, I can't. That's very disappointing. I'll have to jump in the cab. Here we go. Right. Looking for my fishing tackle in the sea, where it belongs. Okay. First one to spot it wins. Everyone, look for my tackle. Come on, where are you? Where are you? Consult the map. Zoom in. Oh, we've got a way to go yet, and it's going to be just to starboard ever so gently. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Patrick, for your shark-based knowledge there. It's pretty useful knowledge that you're dropping on the crowd. Hold on, there you go, there it is. I see it. It's either that or it's David Hasselhoff. Could be either. We won't rule it out until we get close enough, and then we'll know for sure. Because he likes wearing red while he's running along the Norwegian beaches. He's moved on to the fjords now. They've thrown him out of Los Angeles. Right, 2 Pollock underneath your tackle, Colonel. Thank you, Diedrich. And that's the last time we're going to be making that particular associative joke. There, had to be done though. It's pretty much a moral imperative that joke be made, but we've done it now. So there you go. You've commenced flinging a like. Well, good job. If a like isn't flung, what are you really doing with yourself? What's going on with your life if you're not flinging enough likes? Right, if it's the Hoff, give him a whack on his head. Yes. Yeah. Okay. What? Come on, chat. What sort of fish is the Hoff? Come on, best pun wins the game. I have no idea what that game entails, but probably involves prestige as the star prize. So come on, I want Hoff-based fish, fish something puns. There we go. Question about transport, Phoebe. You should focus on roads and planes and not trains. There are roads and trains and planes and boats in the series at the moment. I'm not here talking... We're here talking about fish. Fling, flang, flung. Jolly good. Yeah, no, we're on a fish mission here. There are no trains involved here in the slightest. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. I don't know why I'm taking it so easy. It only has to turn green for an instant, and I can snag it. Get snagged. Right, here we go. Let's have a look. on this line we have 8. Okay, well, 8's all right. I think the best I've done off one line, so one 25 hook line so far is 18 fish. I think I've done off that, and that would have been a little bit later on. So I think this time around, when we'll have a fuller tank of the fuel, we'll stay out a little bit longer and try and get the lines into the sweet spot. But I've got all the DLC employed on here, so we might go and stop talking about what you're going to be doing and concentrate on what you are doing. So we may go and try and catch some crab. I've no idea how you go about doing that, but apparently it's a thing that I can do. So there you go. It could be that I might need another, several million kroner in order to be able to go out and catch crab, but we're working on it, and let's face it, I'm not going anywhere for a bit, so no, just are we going to have to drive it? It looks like we might have to drive it. No, there we go. Go on. Right, because I can't rule out that there will be a driving element later on. Right, okay, what have we got? So, Hexagon, lovely to see you live. Apparently, Hexagon is the best entertainment on YouTube. It's official, he says so. What sort of fish is the Hoff? Matt says is American. Stealth Mafia has gone for catfish. There's some possibilities in there. Hoffer fish from MS Jane. Patrick with David Haddockhoff. Okay, yeah. Puffer fish, yeah. Needs more high-speed trains. What? The Amazing Rated R. Might not always comment. You do appreciate the work. That's lovely. We're not talking about Transport Fever. Unless there are fish in Transport Fever. If you can make a fish-based Transport Fever pun, I'll allow it. Otherwise, save it for the Transport Fever stream that will be coming up later on this year. And there's not much of this year left. Right, what else we got here? Mustard's crab jokes after that review. Diedrich, you can't be the only one who does slightly smutty innuendo-based jokes. Leave some for the other children, please. Right, bring it in. Here we go. Fish time. And... well, okay. Yeah, all right. A good. And there's only 8 on here. This is still going to be a reasonable amount of cash, I would hope. Unless the price for pollock has collapsed of late. But we'll see. Yes. Now then, I'll take this, rather than to the dock that I took it to last time, we'll try and go to the fish market this time. It opens first thing in the morning, but I am led to believe you can get a better price for your catch of the day before Ronald McDonald goes and smears it in some kind of batter-based substance that bears no resemblance to anything known in humanity, and sells it as a fillet-o fish. There we go. Now then, what have we got going on here? Shut your engine off. Hold on. We'll show that one. We'll allow it. FYX shuts your engine off so you don't burn fuel unnecessarily. Now, you've got to keep the engine running. That's how you know you're alive. You turn the engine off, and peril lies in your near future. Right then. Okay, so we're gonna swing out a hammer time. Would you be open to moving your camera? Yeah, sure. Where would you like it? Where do you want it? Thanks for the tip there, Completely Average Gaming. Where do you want it? I overfilled the fish. Yeah, I just had too many fish. It's, that's reasons. Right, okay, so, good. The only thing I can't do, as far as camera is concerned, is lower. But there you go. Right, now then, let's go for... hammer time. Right, okay. Now then, here we are. Place one of them, and then fling this out by the docks. So here's where the fish market is, and apparently I can get a better price. So we'll head in there, and then I'll drive it. Middle left. Oh, am I concealing part of the interface? I think I might be. Okay, hold on. I'll move it in a tick. I'm just fast traveling. Bottom left. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll do that now. because there's the map. Yeah, and I'm sitting right over the top of it. Okay, this could go wrong, kids. So you know, stick around. It's going to be fun. There's me. Grab me. Oh, I'm off. Hey. I'll tell you what. You don't need to see the icons in the bottom corner, right? Don't forget to gut the fish. I know that's the next job. I try and line up my dock approach, and then do that. I can make myself a bit bigger, but I'm not going to. I'm big enough already. I already occupy quite a lot of the screen. There we go. Right now then, what have we got going on? Fish market doesn't open till later. It's 4 a.m. I can kill a couple of hours just gutting some fish. So we're parking over by this this obelisk of a tower-based block type deal thing over here, and we should be able to get some fish action. I think it opens at 7. Bottom mid. Yeah, but you see, if I go bottom mid, you're going to miss the tail end of the boat. You're going to miss out on all the action. Right. Okay. Let's do some fishing of the chop. Right. Here we go. Please start with the slicing of the fish. Right. Here we go. On there. Yeah, no, start. Fish. Sliceage. I think I might have wasted a fish there by inadvertently clicking in the wrong place. 4 and a bit. That's all right. Good. Next. Into that. Wallop along there. The work lights are really making life so much easier here. That was only 3.5 stars. All right. The work lights are rubbish. Gently does it all the way along and close to 4 stars. I haven't got to 5 stars yet, but I'm not entirely sure exactly what I'm aiming for, other than going along the dotted line at a relatively even pace. Oh, that's Regit, that one. That was rubbish. And somehow I got a better score. I was nowhere near the flipping line. I was all over the shop on that one. Right, next. And slice them up. This knife is well sharp. I've gutted a fish in the past, and it's certainly not as easy as this. There you go. I like the way that these fish are also filled with squid ink. I think that makes it far more realistic. Right, good. There we are, and that's the hold now full of fish. I've got 1 kilo of space. I might fill that full of flying saucers, because I do like a bit of sherbet. Right, now then, where are we going? We're going out here, then round the corner. Oh yes, I remember this, because this is a pain in the bum to get out of. Oh, well, it's going to be relatively simple. The magnet system made me uninstall. It doesn't seem to snap to anything. I assume you mean it snaps to something somewhere at some point. No, made me upgrade my boat post haste. What? What are you talking about? I don't know. You're gonna have to fill me, bring me up to speed. I need a cleaner to those fish. Tiffany Hooverbag might be looking for a job. Yeah. I think, did I fire Tiffany? I can't remember. Hooverbag is certainly one of the names that I would name a character. Whether I did or not, I don't know. And then I can't tell the difference means that I should give some credit where credit is due here. Coal Smoke. If you originated Tiffany Hooverbag there, enough props. Because that's jolly good. Activity Central. Have a great Christmas. Thank you very much. I intend to. What else we got going on here? Obelisk. It was an asterisk. Asterix, surely. Clearly that sounds help. Sherbet dib dabs. No, can't be doing with the dib dab. It's just wrong. Because you end up you eat the licorice that comes with it, or you lob it if licorice isn't your thing, and then you just shovel the whole thing straight in your mush. No, that's a way to just not appreciate the refined nature of sherbet. Plus, I find that the sherbet that they employ in a flying saucer is particularly zingy, and I like that. There you go. The early gutting mini-game, your blade go up and down. Gutting fish was a horrible chore. Oh, really? No. Now it's just freehand. It's totally freehand now. Thank you, Java. Yeah, no, they've changed it. Obviously, player feedback has reached the right people. because gutting fish. I mean, as I just did it, it's easy peasy. There was no. I mean, I didn't get any 5 out of 5s there, but I don't aim for perfection. I find that aiming for perfection only leaves you disappointed, and therefore the superior thing to do there is just to accept that you're not going to get it absolutely spot on, and just enjoy the ride of gutting a fish. I don't know what I'm talking about. Right, okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Given the leisurely pace of this game and the fact that I am going to run out of things to talk about quite quickly, on our next jaunt, we won't fast travel out there. Instead, I'll offer up a bit of Q&A section. Vicar, if you're in the mood, do you want to do some question filtering? Or you pick the questions and I'll do the answers or some such. I like to make you feel involved. I mean, I've promised my moderating team some bonus merchandise, and therefore I'm working them for it. Not that they do it for the merchandise, although they probably do. But there you go. So there you are, Vicar. Do something useful. Right, aim for victory, aim for failure, and you'll never be disappointed. That's the motto by which I live. Right, okay, there's the dock. Now, I think the market opens at 7. So what do I want to do? Do I want to park up for a bit or not? As the case may be. I honestly couldn't tell you. Mind you, Vic, I've got very well qualified janitorial team. Vic is some kind of nuclear scientist, for crying out loud. He's clearly slumming it, just policing strange folk there on the chat. No, just pick out the best ones. If you get lots, just throw out the best ones, or the ones that you thought were the most riveting. Of course, if nobody asks any questions at all, then I'm just going to have to fill this with, exciting commentary, and that's clearly my thing. Clearly my thing. Right, let's. Am I going to hang out here for an hour? I can't even fast travel an hour away. I was pretty sure it opened at 7. Let's go to the wiki. What time does the fish market open? Hold on. There you go. You're going to regret this. You are going to regret this. Fish market. Ports. Section. Fish market. Yes. What of it? Purchase baits, nets and long lines. No, that's not the one that we want then. What's it called if it's not called a fish market? What's this one called? This port is called... It's Hammer Time something or other. Flipping... Because I had it open on the bait page, you see, because I like a reminder of what uses what. Local fish market. That's the fella. It's open between 6 and 6. It's open now. We can go in and sell the fish and make some money. Right, let's go and do that. Fish time. Go. Activate outboard motor. Inboard. It's an inboard motor, not an outboard motor. Come on. I think rocking the boat is likely to make it proceed in a slightly faster fashion. Hammerfest Centrum. Yes, it is. That's it. That's the one. Right. Here we go. We're coming in. And... which is the faster camera move here? Where we go? Ease down. We don't need ramming speed. Now, despite the fact I could just push the I've docked button now, I do like to bring it to a gentle halt because it feels like let's push the fish button. Would you like to sell your catch at the local market? You bet I would. Right. So we can get between 610 and 3,200. Ooh, hello. Yes. Yeah, what? And no, flog it all. All right, good. This looks like a reasonably good haul here. What do we had 120. We just sold. Looks like 79,000's worth. Hubba. Yeah. All right. No, that all sounds pretty good. That's pretty marvelous. So we did $3 grand in cod. No, we didn't. We did that much in haddock. We did quite a lot in pollock, which is fortunate because it's what we were looking for. And in redfish we didn't do very much, and in cod we didn't do very much either. Total revenue 66,000, and then the bonus from local market was an extra 13k, 79.5 grand. Loving it. Right, now then, I don't think their shop is particularly well hooked up here, but let's go and have a look. I can rebait me long lines, I suppose. But anyway, here's the kit. So I've got a steel fish smacking rod, which is incredibly beneficial unless you are a fish. What else did I buy? I bought the rubber gutting knife for more rubbery gutting. I haven't bothered with the binoculars because I find such things to be churlish or some such. What else do I upgrade? Oh no, I need to go to the other port in order to upgrade my boat. Let's do that. Presumably these guys will sell me some juice, right? Yeah, here we go. Fill her up. Thank you. 1,300 kroner in order to top up the boat. That's good. I haven't got any baited lines. I know. I'm going next door. You'll be right. It'll be. No, you've got that wrong. No, you always do that. There you go. Now, the trick here is to go gently so you don't scrape your boat down the side of the port harbour wall business. There you go. Gently. You're advocating going gently here, and you're going to try and ram this houseboat. There you go. Right, now, into gear. Come on. Off we jolly well go. And then we're just going over there, so we'll go and stop over there, and that one's sinking. So there it is. Right. Magnificent. We are now underway once again. The fuel tank is full. And because we are unladen, we're getting a nice turn of speed. The harbour master hasn't turned up yet to chastise me for the turn of speed I'm endeavouring to employ, and that's a good thing because the harbour master is quick to be vexed, and I don't want him taking away my manoeuvring bonuses. Look at this. Yes, that's what it's all about. When it's sunny, or rather when it's not raining, I mean it's Norway, so you know we're going to get quite a bit of that. I intend to stand behind my steering wheel here and drive it as though I was in Miami Vice, because you know, since I watched Don Johnson in the 80s, I've always liked to wear a vest underneath a very light jacket with my sleeves rolled up. It's what I do when I'm not on camera, you know. That's how I comport myself. Comport is the word. Comport myself. Right, here we go. Right, let's bring it into dock number 2, electric boogaloo. Why are we smoking? Biodiesel. All right, that's why the fuel's so cheap. That's all there is to it. And I ripped the catalytic converter off to get a few extra horses out of the engine. There you go. Right, now then, let's park her up. Jolly good. Alright, let's buy some things. Good. There we go. Now then. Well, I've attached it by some bungee cord. That's going to work out well. However, in town, there is a mission available. I like a mission. Right, what have we got going on here? We've got to go and deliver catch to a cruise ship, Queen Victoria, running low on food for its passengers. Head chef will pay me 19 crowns per kilo if we deliver 120 kilos of haddock. Alright, let me have a look at my haddock map before I accept that one. I mean, you're only giving me a 2,000 kroner bonus. So it's... Can't look at a haddock map while I'm docked. It's a bit of a pain. You can skip time on the clock! Oh, right, okay, I'll do that in the future. Right, okay, so, haddock. Oh, easy peasy. Yeah, all right, we'll go for it. Right, what do I need to snag some haddock? I know that it's a difficult one to particularly target, but I know that there's one bait that works quite well on it. Shrimp are used to catch cod. Nope. Crab are used to catch everything. Great. Krill's used to catch whatever. Haddock. 25% off mackerel. Yeah. Yes. Have you seen the fishing speedboat team? The dev team have added fishing speedboat. Fishing speedboat? No, I've not. I've not seen that. Right. I think it's going to be. We're going to go mackerel again. All right, mackerel. We're going for haddock there, team. I don't know how much. If I look in my fishing journal, because obviously I keep a fishing journal, we'll see how much. Where are we? Logbook. There we are. Haddock. We just caught 249 kilos of haddock. Is it though? Did we really? Okay. No, we caught 500 plus kilos of haddock. And the mission dictates that we only need 170. Is that right? No, bar. There you go. 120 kilos. Yeah, all right. I'll take it. Yep. Gimme. Yeah, I'll take the job. Give me the job. Right. Let's hook the lines up. hook the lines up. Hook. All right. Okay. It's no pleasing some people. We'll put mackerel on here again, and we'll do all four. We're going to do the same lap. Fundamentally, because I'm out for haddock, and therefore a haddocking we will go. I'm not going to spend any money because I want a new boat. The Colonel wants a new cruiser. Let's go to the boatyard here. So what we're looking for here, we got the Borg. Yeah, I know you can tell me that I pronounced it wrong, but I'm going to continue pronouncing it that way. Oh, here we go. Here's the Yazzie, the fishing speedboat. 180,000 crowns. Now, I can do that, but it doesn't necessarily feel like an astute purchase, in my opinion. Instead, I'm more interested in the Follabuen, which needs 1.2 million. We could get there if I were to cease yakking quite so much and just get on with it. I wonder if I can get a loan. Alright, well, we can't roll it out. Or you've got the Sjarken here. Look at that. That looks like it's almost professional. I can have extra crew members on there as well. Don't know what I can make them do, but I can. And then you've got the Vibeke Catherine, which looks like this. Looks a bit top-heavy, if you ask me. But you know, I don't make boats for a living. Then you've got the Lunar Bow, or Lunar Bow, presumably. Which includes a depth charge launcher down the side there. Actually, it's more of a torpedo launcher, isn't it? This will only do mackerel and pollock. Solid. And then the Hermes. That's when you know you mean business. 19 million kroner you need for that one. So only 100 times what I've got now. Perfect. Meanwhile, in the upgrades department, because I know you want to know, we could go for storage upgrade 2 so I can carry more fish. Might be worth doing. A few extra horses under the bonnet. That's not bad. Increase my quota. Could be useful, but to be honest, I'd be spending 300 grand in order to make 300 grand back, so I might leave that alone. Searchlight, I don't really use, so I'm not bothered. And then the mast upgrade. I bought the first one just for the sake of vanity. There you go. I've got a shiny new mast on the top there. Does it do anything? No. I've just got it because it's pimp. Right. Okay. Let's go to the map. Let's set us some waypoint. First one over there. Second one over here. There we go. Right. Now then, we've got to be pretty precise with this drop. We need to be well in the mackerels. No, the haddock. We've got mackerel. We want haddock in the haddock zone, and then we'll bang one in there, another one in here. Where's this boat that I'm supposed to be going to? Yeah, I don't know. I'll look it up in my journal of business. I'll look that up in a minute. Right. Okay. There we go. Fast travel. Can't place waypoints over land. It's going to make me do the first one myself. All right, okay, well, we'll take that out of there then. All right, away we go. Go fit. Hold on, have I baited my lines? I'm pretty sure I did. Hang on, let's check. Yep, I got all four. They're all set. I'm all set. We're all set. Let's go. Lights on. Yeah, fire it up. There you are. Now then, which way's out? Well, it's not that way. That way's got some land in it. Let's go. Gently does it. Gently does it. We're doing it gently, and gently does it. Right, there we go. Smashing. Right, we are now... we're driving. What? Where? What? Sorry, who? What? Right. Bob Fish, lol, says that the fuel is 5 crowns cheaper per litre. Somewhere. Ah, right, okay. Good. Upgrade the radar. I don't have a need for radar, do I? Quota is per boat. Oh, I know. So, alright, so what I would be better off doing then is as soon as I fill the quota for this boat is just buying another boat. Alright, that's fair enough. I'm not going to ram the boat, Bob. I've wrecked mine enough already, and I don't need to incur the wrath of the SS Rust Bucket. That's not going to do me any favours anytime soon. I'm in my little boat, and the Borg is assimilating a fish. Let's cut the sea wall pretty narrowly here. We'll take the racing line coming out of the harbour, because that's how we roll. Helps us see further when exploring the map. Okay, fair enough. There you go. Eat that, seawall. Yeah, see, don't hold it. He knows what's up. Right, okay, while we're on a bit of a putt-putt mode, Vicar, have you got any questions come up that are riveting of any kind of fashion? Either that or fabulous. Fabulous or riveting, I'll take either. Or both. You know, I'm not about to claim one way or the other. Let's get this going. Alright, there you go. Ram your computer, not the boat. Yes, sound advice for us all there. Alright, okay, so we're on a haddock mission, which is very much like the pollock mission, in that we're going fishing again. I don't know. This is the game, and actually, it's very much like Car Mechanic Simulator in that it's just very relaxing. It's just a very soothing game to play. Right. Oh. So, getting wrecked as asked. Good work, Vicar. What series has been your favourite one of the ones you created this year? Well, series. I'm really enjoying Project Hospital. I think that's a great deal of fun. That said, I thoroughly enjoyed baseball. Completely loved the baseball series to bits. The finale was just wonderful. I couldn't have hoped for a better final inning in the finale, where we had the winning run was just set up there, and then failure blew it all. That was really quite splendid. But yeah, no, I think I'm enjoying Project Hospital a great deal. I think the opening couple of episodes of Mainline, actually, as much as I didn't get an awful lot done, I think the extra polish that I put into the openings of those was really rather splendid. So there you go. It's a non-answer, but it's a something of an answer. Yeah, I'll be bringing baseball back at some point, but it might go to the Bad Company playlist. We'll see. Yeah, no, totally love baseball. Just if I could just get a few more people watching it, that would be terrific. But no, it didn't quite have the viewers that would make it work out. I don't know, because my channel's a bit of a weird mix. You get your management-y strategy type games and some simulations thrown in, and then sports. I don't know, it's just occurs. What have we got? The amazing Rated R asks, the team behind Transport Fever announced for 2019 a new game. What do you think it's going to be? Did they? I didn't say that they announced that they had a new game coming. I know they've been intimating they've got something coming. I'm going to go out on a limb and suggest that it's Transport Fever 2. I have no insider knowledge. I mean, they return my phone calls when I speak to them, but no. Even someone as trustworthy as me, they don't tell me anything. And of course, if they did tell me anything, I wouldn't be allowed to tell you, so I'd have to pretend that they didn't tell me anything. So, you know, yeah, so I've got no inside knowledge at all, but given the people they have working there and their history so far, I think it's a fairly safe bet to assume it involves trains, in some fashion or other, or transport in some fashion or other. That's my guess. Right there. There you go. So I missed a waypoint. It doesn't matter. I don't need to hit all the waypoints. That's all fine. We're heading out in the general direction of the general direction. So as you can see here, we'll fast travel to the next one. There we go. Then I can get my first set of hooks set up. Right, here we go. Now then, the marker should be on top of a good cloud of fish. So I'm gonna endeavour to deploy right there. In fact, we might activate the sonar here. Not that I really understand the relationship between me deploying my lines and what the sonar's telling me, because frankly, I'm already getting a fish heat map on the map. So the additional information from the sonar just seems to reinforce what I already know. That said, I figure that slinging your hooks out where there are actually fish on sonar is probably beneficial. Here we go. Right. Okay. That's a fish. All right. I think that might have been a redfish. That certainly looks like a redfish. Well, it's red and it's a fish. So whether it's a different species or not, who can rightly tell? Someone who actually pays attention, I imagine. There you go. Right, there's one. There you go. And add some hooks. Go! Right. Excellent. Smashing. Goodly. Seraphic asks, or Seraphic, could be either one. Would you do a proper series of 7 Days to Die? Your commentary when hunting zombies would be really funny. In my opinion, obviously. It's not my opinion. Actually, I do have an opinion as to whether I'm funny or not, and sometimes I am. Right, okay, let's go for the next one. Would I do a 7 Days to Die series? Probably. But I absolutely love survival games. Love it to bits. But my interest is more in building than it is hunting. But that said, I do have a concept for a 7 Days. I've always got a concept for a series. It could be a red herring. Very nice animal. I've always got a high concept for a series that it usually then drifts away from the high concept into just the how it feels right to play. It's like the current Project Hospital series, the Hollywood Clinic to the Stars. My initial intent was to name every passenger that came in the front door after a Hollywood celebrity of some description. That soon fell away because I just found it tiresome to have to change everybody's name. But it hasn't stopped it being the Hollywood Clinic to the Stars. Right, sonar on. That's a fish. That's two. Right, have some fishing action. Oh, it's fish for miles. All the fish. Yeah, more fish than you can shake a fishing line at. There you go. All of you people, come to my fishing club, where I will club you with the fishing club. Right, where do we go next? Onto the next one, where we're gonna stick out a couple in here. We'll go to about there, and faster travel. There we go. Right, good. And exit. Right, now then, let's have a look at the sonar once again. We got some fish coming up. All right, we'll bang the first lot in here, and then we'll ease it forward. Let's just check the heat map. Yep, that looks promising. Although surely it's a wet map rather than a heat map. Sim UK, CF Live. You don't look how I imagined. Well, evidently you've not watched to the end of a video. Ah! Because if you had, you would already know what I look like. I look like him. You know, that fella who turns up for 30 seconds at the end of every video and goes, alright, push that button, click the subscribe button, all that jazz. No, that's what I look like. And that's why I look like that. Alright, okay, now then, what have we got over here? I did deploy, didn't I? Did I deploy? I don't think I did. I think I must have not pushed the button. Right, let's push the button. Oh no, I must have deployed because that's the fourth one gone. I did do all four. No, that's long line 3. Well, where's long line 4? I've got another one. I should have another one. Did I not? It's very possible I didn't bring enough gear for this jaunt. I was pretty sure I brought all 4. Interesting. Okay, well, it is what it is. Where's the... What did I... Where? I see... I'd usually watch the videographic evidence back again, but I've been rumbling away here for an hour now, and I'm not that bothered. I'm just going to say, no, you obviously did not bring out a 4th line. Which is weird, because I've got 4 lines, which means I didn't bait a 4th line, and I would always bait every line that I had. Everything I do is baity in some fashion or another, but there you go. Right, let's get a bit, let's push on a little further here. Right, good, right, smashing, good, right, good. And then, oh, is that you at the end of the videos? Ask Animal, good work, solid, and deploy gear. Oh, I have got some more. Alright, okay, it's fine. It's alright, you can all relax. I just didn't click the button the first time, and therefore it didn't deploy anything. This should come as a surprise to very few of you. Right, and let's stroll on. Vicar, have we got another question queued up there? I think we like to punctuate a little with the general trivia and the generally trivial. Right, there we go. Let's go over there. Now, what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to fast travel out there, and then I'm going to use the clock button doodah in order to just kind of hang out for a bit and soak up the atmosphere. Right, how long have you been in the water? 9 hours. So let's give it another 5 and see where we're up to. Where's the clock button? There isn't one. You can do it while you're in port, but not while you're at sea. There you go. Right, that's it. Turn the engine off. We're gonna sit here for a bit. Did I click bait? Very good. Very good. Well done. Very good. MS Jane asks, which part of all your shenanigans is your favourite? Absolute favourite is very hard to tell. My 2 favourite bits of video that I've done, and it's not necessarily the video recording itself, it's usually something that I've edited afterwards. I was quite pleased with the Lingo Blend advert. You either saw that or you didn't. See, you're going to be tested for strategic knowledge of my back catalogue now. What else? Yeah, I also enjoyed Descenders, obviously. That whole video, it just makes me laugh. It's too long, but it was a blast to record, and there's nothing overdubbed in that. That's all apart from the intro. The intro section's overdubbed. All of the actual bike racing stuff is a lot of fun. And then Cold Waters. I think it's part 2 of Cold Waters, where somehow I managed to get the fight sequence from A Mock Time, which is a Star Trek, classic Star Trek episode. I put a music from that while I was engaging 2 submarines at once. It was very good fun, and I'm particularly pleased with the recording. There we go. Worm sign. Let's go and engage it. Let's go and see if it wants to make friends. Might do. It might want to make friends very nicely with my little boat. Yeah, those are the ones that spring to mind. I think there's some great stuff in all of the Planet Coasters. The stuff with Stegs was great fun. But all of the nonsense with the entertainers in the first series was also a jolly good wheeze. And I always found it delightful to actually ride on the rides as well. But there you go. Right. It's alright, yeah, I've done 4 now. I've done it. Thanks, Bob. Thank you for checking. That's all good. Sim UK has been out on the sherbets this evening, speaking of sherbet. You know, therefore, any nonsensical commentary is perfectly valid. Seems reasonable to me. Right, good. Warney, hi Dad. Really? Yeah, alright, okay, why not? Hello, son. Have you tidied your room up yet? If not, go and do it now, before your mother finds out. There you go. That all comes in the dad manual. Right, okay, now then, where are we going now? Because obviously I don't give monkeys whether you tidied your room or not, but your mother seems to care, so you know, there's that. Now then, I've just got to sit here for a few hours. I don't really want to go tearing around on fast travel again just to use up some time. But I have precious little option going on there. Right, okay. We got Patrick asks, what will you be eating for Christmas dinner? Not the best group of questions. Yeah, okay. It will be roast beef this year. It is herself and I. We get an invasion just shortly after Christmas, but Christmas Day is just a pair of us. And roast beef with Yorkshire puddings, with stuffing. Don't ask. With pigs in blankets and what else? Sprouts, parsnips, carrots, a bit of cabbage, some roast potatoes, a lot of gravy. Yeah, that'll be good. The reason for this is really quite simple. If turkey was that good to eat, you'd eat it all year. Ta-da! And you don't, and therefore it's not good. Whereas roast beef is the business, so we're having that instead. It's only when we have the entire family that insists we have a turkey. Last time I bought one, it was that big. It's like a 9-person turkey, something like that. There you go. So that's the answer to that for that one. Yeah, you see, you're doing steak. Can't blame it. What would make the Colonel's YouTube rewind? Well, it opens with Will Smith, and he's out on a balcony somewhere, right? I couldn't tell you why. And it'd go like, "Oh man, it's rewind time" or something like that, you know, with his ears. And he goes to a telescope and he goes, "You know what we need in the rewind this year? Someone who's only famous on Twitch. That's what we need on rewind this year." And it'll cut to Ninja driving the bus from Fortnite, where it's got a bunch of people that I don't recognise who are talking about K-pop. Not the individual acts, just the genre as a whole, which I'm sure isn't demeaning to anyone in the slightest. And I'd definitely not put Mr. Beast in there or PewDiePie. Definitely wouldn't put those in there, those guys at all. There you are. So there you go. That's enough cultural understanding of what was actually in YouTube Rewind. I didn't watch much more than that because it was painfully unfunny, and I switched off. But I might have watched 1 or 2 videos on the subject of why it sucked afterwards. But that's just me. I bought a foot-long pig in a blanket this year. I was thinking about a foot-long pig in a blanket just earlier on today. So there you go. Would be quite hilarious watching me play DayZ. Yeah, I'm sure it would. But then, you know, here's the thing. It'd be pretty hilarious watching me play anything, you know. Pretty hilarious. But only if you find the sense of humour funny. The sense of humour persists. The game can change, but the sense of humour remains. So it really comes down to whether you like the game or not. I suggest go watch me play PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds with Stegs. It is the source of a great many running jokes, and there you go. Oh, okay. Yorkshire Phaser, he goes, "Whereabouts roughly in East Anglia are you from?" "I grew up in a small town called Wisbech." Yeah, the fact that I know it's called Wisbech means that I am familiar with Wisbech. Where did I grow up? So just outside Bury St Edmunds is where I grew up, in Suffolk. And then I spent my teenage years in Felixstowe, which is the 3rd largest container port in Europe. Oh yeah. Now I've played a lot of container port simulation games, and they all suck, all of them, because they all completely miss anything that's fun. They go, "Oh, now you get to dock your container ship," and you kind of go, "Ah, really? I was quite enjoying just playing it as a management game, but now you want me to dock the flipping thing, which is the most tiresome thing in the world." Ports of Call, for those of you who are familiar with the genre, was my first foray. And dear me, that was rubbish. How am I doing? Asks Sam. I'm doing fine. Who said I ever grew up? Thanks, Vicar. I am the Peter Pan of YouTube, in that, I was born with this level of gravel in my voice and a haircut. Good. Right, smashing. Right, what have we got now? There's a chippy in Nottingham, says Steve Morrie. Steve, it doesn't surprise me that you'd know this. That does foot-long battered pigs in blankets. Now, you see, I wouldn't be interested in it in the batter. Fish in batter, yes. Sausages don't belong in batter. No, I don't know. I couldn't tell you why. I do have several contradictory views when it comes to what should and shouldn't go with things. Had a minor discussion with herself earlier on today vis-a-vis peanut butter on toast. Now, I like peanut butter a lot, but it doesn't belong on toast. It just doesn't. Might have it on a crumpet occasionally, and in which case you kind of go, well, what's the difference, man? There's a lot of difference. It's a textural thing. But no, on toast, no, it doesn't work for me. It just does not work. Okay, now we're getting the important questions. Someone asked, any plans to revisit Spintires as soon as Steggs is allowed to? That's the only answer there is. I'm not playing it without him. And the good news is that the likelihood of when we're actually allowed to record together again, it makes it sound like Romeo and Juliet or something like that. But no, it's because of his new job means that he's only allowed to record games that Frontier make. And he's not doing it for his own channel anyway. I told him he's a buffoon, but he didn't listen to me. But that shouldn't have come as a surprise. So when Steggs is available again, we'll pick up Spintires because it just made us laugh. Well, and you probably noticed while we were playing it. Just made us laugh. SimUK asks, whiskey, Irish, Scottish or American? Scottish, obviously. It's not whiskey at that point, it's Scotch. The bourbon, no, don't do it. I'm sure it's very palatable. I went through a stage of it being quite fashionable when I was a young man. I drank a bottle of Jack Daniels in one evening. I don't advocate that at all. And because, here's why. I have since been unable to drink Jack Daniels without feeling ropey. It gives me flashbacks to that particular evening. Irish whiskey's all right, but most of my exposure to it is in Jameson's. It's fine, it serves a purpose, but no, Scotch all the way. Thank you very much. What have we got? Carlton Ace, thank you, Vicar, asks, what is number one on your Christmas list? Peace and goodwill to all men and women, and small fluffy animals. There you go. Me, no, I don't really ask for anything. I don't want for anything. Let's put it that way. You know what? What I'd quite like is to take. This is look. I'm not trying to shoehorn anything in here. But right now, for my profession, I'm doing a spot consulting here and there, and it pays quite nicely. But what I want to do is go into doing this video stuff all the time. So what I'd quite like for Christmas is to triple the level of support and views and subscribers that I have now, and then I can switch it to going full time. There you go. But as for material stuff, no. And there's a good reason for that as well, and you'll be able to see that video on Christmas Day if I get around to recording it. You don't have to watch it on Christmas Day. I'm not taking it down or anything afterwards, but you'll see it's very funny, and I'm working on it. Well, I say it's very funny. I haven't done it yet. It's going to be funny, and if it's not, I'll have to do it again. There you go. Good. There you are. Right. Good. Yeah. Okay. So, what's sociopath trying to jump the queue? They're pinging me directly. The championship, Football Manager 2019 from Sega has got a free demo for half a season. It's a great management game. I've played Football Manager. I've played loads of different versions of Football Manager. The reason for it is, the reason I don't play it is that I need to, I try and keep all of my content, and I hate calling it content, let's say videos. I try and keep all of my videos centered around a fairly narrow genre. That way, if you turn up because you like game 1, then there's a good chance you'll like game 2. Whereas if I go flying off piece, it's why not many people watch baseball, right? In its own right, if you like the style of commentary that I do, it's fun, it's light-hearted. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and there's a few laughs in there, as well as some very likeable characters that you may come to want a t-shirt from, and I still haven't got round to finishing off my merch store. But it's why very few people watched it. If you look at how many people watch Transport Fever versus anything else that I do, Train Sim comes close actually, but if you watch Transport Fever, the number of views that it gets compared to anything else that I do is because the majority of people who are subscribed to my channel originally did so to watch Transport Fever. Ta-da! So if I were to go off and play, let's say, 7 Days to Die or Football Manager, then those guys, I wouldn't necessarily appeal to them, and therefore the views wouldn't be enough. So I'd have to build up an entire fresh audience for Game B, who would only watch that, and then you've got an entire audience for Game A who only want to watch that, and a small amount of crossover who will watch any old thing, and that's how it pans out. So I'm trying to keep my genre relatively contained, although I love a sports game. So that the videos all appeal to as many people as possible. Now, the reason that I will occasionally do a one-off of something a bit odd is because I enjoy it, and I want to throw in something a bit odd once in a while for people that do just, they're on board for the sense of humour rather than the game particularly. So that's where Thief Sim comes from. So why not Football Manager? Series would be too long. That's the answer. There you go. I'm not a football management channel. I like it. I like it a great deal, but no, it's not the right channel. There you go. What Soz said. So, Sociopath. What's my best moment of 2018, either real life or YouTube related? I'm going to give exactly the same answer. If you watched, go check out Red Event Games on YouTube. It's a channel, right? Go check out his Just Talking video for 2018. I think it's the most recent one he's posted. I'm in it, and I answered this exact question. Yeah, I'm not going to answer it again. If you want to see the answer to that question, go watch it over on Red's channel. I'm not going to nick his content. I gave that to him. That's there you go. Do you have to wait 13 hours yet? Where are we up to? We're up to 13. I think we'll probably go for about 16. I'll do a bit of fast travel in a minute. It's got to be better than me just sitting here chuntering away. But then again, that is largely fishing for you, isn't it? Probably baseball, you don't know the rules. You don't need to know the rules to know that, he hit it. Good. Didn't hit it. Oh. Right. Okay. Here we are. Let's... how far do we think we need to go? Let's take it a nautical mile out. That's half a nautical mile. That's quite a long way. Let's go. All right, let's take it half a nautical mile out and then half a naut back again. Come on. All right, fine. Be like that. Fast travel and back again. Can't travel to within 100 meters of your fishing gear. All right. Well, how about here? Oh, flipping heck. There you go. I'll drive it the rest of the way. Good. Right, 1600. This has been in the water now 15 hours. To get to the sweet spot, we need to wait a little bit longer. Let's wait a little bit longer. Let's go out here. Go on, off you go. Right, we want this to be starting to get a little bit further towards the middle. That way we'll get more fish. I don't doubt that we'll get enough haddock. We're in the sweet spot, people. Let's go get them. Right, now then, where did I leave it? Over this way. Come on. Fire up the engine of the Borg. Steve Murray asks, will Article 13 affect my channel? Yes. Yeah, very much so. If it goes through in a worst case scenario. That's the thing. What Article 13 is trying to do is prevent people uploading copyright material. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. That's a perfectly reasonable principle. The only downside to that is... the quick synopsis of Article 13, for those of you unaware, is that at the moment, if I were to... Let's say I upload Star Wars in its entirety to my channel, and Disney decide to sue, they would be suing me. In the future, if I were to do the same thing, they would not be suing me, they would be suing YouTube. Now, given that YouTube has 400 hours of video uploaded every minute of the day, they could not take that level of risk, right? So they would have to assume that everybody was in violation of copyright, unless they could prove they weren't. Interesting. So let's say that I was to record the next 5 minutes of what we're doing here, which is Barents Sea, which I have permission to record, and it's got a little picture of me in the bottom hand corner, and it's me talking, right? It's fairly safe to say I own the copyright on this material. How do I prove that? Anyone? Kind of go, well, look, there's my picture. You kind of go, yeah, but that doesn't mean you own the copyright. If you take a photo of your dog and upload it to YouTube, you've got no way of proving you own the copyright to that photo. There is no copyright proof service that goes on. The ironic thing is that that YouTube itself actually has copyright protections built in through Content ID, which is great. Catches many things, but not all things, and that's the problem. If it caught everything, wouldn't be a problem. But it doesn't catch everything. There are many ways you can get around Content ID, particularly when it comes to music. And friends, it is the music industry that that have hustled for this particular piece of legislation. So hold on, concentrate for a moment. So would Article 13 affect me? Yes, it certainly would, in a worst case scenario where you had to prove ownership of video that you uploaded on upload. It would basically mean I would no longer be able to upload video. And if you think it's just YouTube, it's not. It will also be Twitch. It will also be Vimeo. It will be every other... It will basically just finish off the channel. I'll be a little bit disappointed about that. In fact, I'll be more than a little bit disappointed. I'll be really quite cross. That's the worst case scenario. Now, if you think, oh, that's okay, I'm in America, I've got American channels that I'll be able to watch. Yeah, okay. Except think about those American channels and whether they have any European viewers. Because the other side of this piece of legislation is that it means that Europeans could no longer view any material on these platforms. This goes to anything that includes words, sound, or music. Consider all of the things that people upload to YouTube, to the internet, that includes words, sound, or music. Well, that's everything that anyone posts anywhere. So yeah, prove you own the copyright to that forum post you just made, or what you just sent to Reddit. Can you? Good. So Article 13, in its worst case scenario, would affect me deeply. However, oh boy. Okay, that's where we're going. Right, well, this is on the way. This is... All right, get used to the chatter here, people. We're going to have to be... we're going to have to go au naturel to deliver the catch. But we'll do all the pickups manually first. So there you go. It's paved, exactly. It is paved with good intentions, says Diedrich. Yes, it absolutely is paved with good intentions because it's also the kind of thing that protects me as someone who makes original material from people ripping it off. And actually, all my videos get ripped off. That's it's part of the course. There are several Russian YouTube clones out there that basically just nick everything off YouTube and post it on their own site. And you know what? I'm fine with it. I don't mind at all because I doubt very much they're making any more ad revenue than I am, and if they are, cheeky blighters. So it doesn't bother me that much that people rip it off now. But when it might become important is later on in the future, where another channel establishes themselves as a fake kernel failure and builds up their own audience, who realistically should be watching me instead. That's where it's problematic. But yeah, so I mean, I think it will be diluted a little. I wrote to all my MEPs to ask them to go, oi, don't pack it in. Unfortunately, my MEPs aren't the best ones. One of them is a chap whose name rhymes with garage. So yeah, it's less than ideal. You know who I'm talking about, or you don't. I don't want to go any further into politics than just complaining about a piece of legislation. So whether you're inside the European Union or not, there is nothing good news in Article 13 for anybody who likes the internet as it is. And people complain about YouTube, but when it comes down to it, well, would you rather not have it at all, or an alternative? You know, no video sharing platforms in the slightest. That's what it amounts to. Or photo sharing, or sound sharing, or anything. So basically going back to about 1994 on the internet. Perfect. Good. Marvellous. Right, anyway, we're catching quite a reasonable amount. The reason I'm hauling these in rather than heading straight out to my my agenda item here is these will be over by the time I get out there. So I'd rather wheel all these in before going on an overcrowded job there. And choop. Good. I'll look at the comments in a second. I just want to get all the rest of these in, because obviously if I miss my catch here, then you know, the world will end. Right, here we go. Almost done. See, we've got 15 on this one. That's much more like it, but it means that I'm not going to get all 4 lines landed. I might have to leave 1 line in the water and hope I catch a couple of fish after dropping these off. There you go. That's not a bad haul. There you go. Have you tried the wagon wheel approach when it comes to goods on Transport Viewer? The wagon wheel. Yeah, I invented it. It's not the wagon wheel. It's called the hub and spokes. I did it first. I'm not kidding either. I did it first in Train Fever. Yeah, that was me. I came up with that. That was from my Nordic series in Train Fever. Yeah, that makes me feel quite good. Good. There you are. Marvellous. Chava says it sounds as bad, if not worse, than the end of net neutrality. It's worse than net neutrality. Easily worse. And don't get me wrong, it's not that... net neutrality is bad, or the end of net neutrality is bad, because it will allow ISPs to throttle on a service-by-service basis. That's ridiculous. And that's the one thing, whether you are a big government fan or not, it's the one thing you actually want governments for, is to rein in, you know, price gouging corporations. So and to waive that right is completely ridiculous. And when the head of the was it FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, when he's previously been an executive at Verizon, you kind of go like, is there maybe a conflict of interest going on there? But you know, that's just me. Right, there we go. Boat is full. The boat is full, and the boat's moving very slowly. Shouldn't have brought in that second catch. We are going to be out here for a while. How long have you got left? You've got 18 hours left. Right, we're going to fast travel back to port. Bear with me. We'll fast travel back to port, then we'll then unload. We'll then load up from... Oh, dear. No, yes. No, this is going to work. Fine, good. Right, we're out of here. Let's go. Come on, trot on. I've got a plan, and it's a good one. Yeah, heading home. Yeah. So Macca says, if Article 13 is an EU thing, if it comes in, will its impact on the UK be affected by Article 50, albeit in a couple of years? Yeah, it totally will, because it's not just the creators being in Europe. It's also all the viewers in Europe will disappear. And you kind of go, oh, that's okay, I'll just get a VPN. Kind of go, really? Is your grandmother going to get one as well? Because you know, there are some older people and those who are less technically savvy who will equally be viewers of the channels that you like. And at the moment, around 50% of all my views come from European viewers. they'll be unable to watch anymore. And that makes what I'm doing right now, would have to be downgraded to hobby status, whereas what I'm trying to do at the moment is kind of semi-pro status, or pro aspirational, let's say. So yeah, absolutely, you would be just as affected. And also, let's just roll this one in here. The music industry has started by targeting Europe. Think they're going to stop there? Yeah. Where are they going to lobby next? So there you go. So there you are. This game is so much better when waves existed. Yes. I didn't play it when waves existed. I think they probably still do. It is August, so we're in kind of fair weather season at the moment. I imagine once it rolls round to October, it might get a little bit more dicey out here on the dicey seas. You're supposed to be taking that catch to the cruise ship. Yeah, I know, but look how fast I'm moving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unload everything that isn't haddock. I'm going to then rip it out to the cruise ship, where I'll probably arrive there faster than if I went from my lines, and then I'll come back via the 2 lines that are left, reload, come back to port. Okay, that's the plan I've got going on there. I don't know. It's always the music industry. Remember Napster? Yes, but to be honest, Napster was basically, hey, you don't have to pay for this stuff anymore. And the music industry was said, what? No. And to be fair, they are ahead of the curve now. They've got streaming services. They've got the likes of iTunes and digital downloads. They were the first to make all of that happen. Movies are catching up, and games will do as well. Games have always been a trailblazer, but actually music, when it comes to the protection of copyright-owned material online, music has been pretty on the spot because they were the first hit. Now, you can argue whether the pricing for things is fair or not all day, and I'm not going to argue against you. But no, the internet fundamentally changed the music industry, all of it. And ever since then, there's a book. There's a very good book you can read about the music industry. It's fiction, but here's the basic synopsis: is a super advanced alien civilization which spans all alien races everywhere suddenly receives music from Earth for the first time, and it tends to be theme tunes to TV shows from the 1970s are seen as the highest level of art it's possible to achieve. And due to the copyright laws and the level to which people can be sued, it turns out that the people from the rest of the universe owe Earth basically 100 times more than all the wealth in the universe. It's very good. I recommend it. I'll look it up. It's called Something Agent. Something Agent. Don't crash into the dock while you're looking it up. I got it on Audible, but it is available as a book because it's a book. It's called, wait for it, it's called, wait, no, that's not it either. It's called, can't remember. Should be here. Should be about there. That's when I listened to it. When I listened to it sooner than that. Where are we going? No, that's not it. Or is it? Oh, maybe it is. No, there we go. It's called Year Zero. There you go. It's by a writer called Rob Reed. I recommend it. It's a good one. And it will also teach you quite a lot about the music industry. There you go. Right, now they're coming into lands and dock at hammer time. We're going to sell the cod. We're not going to sell... I haven't got enough haddock. They wanted... Oh, hold on. I haven't chopped my fish. Someone should have told me. Put the brakes on. No. Put back to sea. Go back to sea. That's it. Stop. I'm paying attention, really. Seriously, I'm doing all kinds of... there you go. Stephen, they're illustrating, and I'm not picking on you, Steve. Yeah, what's a VPN? Right. So the illustration there is that there are more people out there who have absolutely no idea what a VPN is than people who do know what it is. Virtual private network, and someone in the chat will be more than happy to go into the exact details of what it does. But fundamentally, what it allows you to do is pretend that you're from a different country, while concealing a lot of the activities that you're doing to a degree. So, what you're searching and so forth, you get some level of privacy protection on them. It's not a bad idea to use a VPN, but it's, it's personal choice. Right, let's get gutting. Start. Here we go. And sliceage. How was that? That one felt... Oh, no, that was terrible. Okay. Go a bit slower. I find it better if you go slower, but maintain a steady speed than if you just try and rip through. There you go. It got a bit jerky towards the end. Let's move my mouse about a bit. There you go. That's 4 stars. All right. There you go. And sliceage. Action stations. Off we go. Super duper. Good. Keep it coming. Yeah, see, I almost sold all the fish non-intact there. Oh dear, look at that. Missed that entirely. Yeah, and the star rating tells the tale. Onwards. There we go. Now, hopefully, I will have 120 kilos of haddock in here. Otherwise, I will have to go out and bring in another line. That's c'est la vie. C'est la guerre. Right, yeah, how's that? 3 and a bit. That felt better than 3 and a bit, I'm honest. Okay, I usually drift a little bit below the line, so maybe if I try and stay above the line a little bit more, I'll get more bang for me wedge. Okay, right, well, that wasn't brilliant, but it's sufficient. Right, let's flog some of this. Still only 109 kilos of haddock. Alright, we'll drop that off. Let's kill the rest of this. That's not a bad haul. Sell. There you go. That's another 53 grand in the bank. Right, let's juice her up and get out of here. Doc. Juice. Thank you. It's a grand. I know you could probably get it cheaper elsewhere. But actually, for 9 grand, that's pretty reasonable. For 1 grand, even. Right. Good. Now then. Taylor Swift pulled her stuff from Spotify because she felt Spotify didn't pay her enough. Yeah, actually, the amount that artists make off Spotify is laughable. It is a ridiculously low amount of money. You have to do millions upon millions of listens to make even $1,000 from it. It's a total sham. However, the counterpoint to that is that there has never been a better time to be a popular recording artist, because live music has never been in a healthier condition. Now, the other benefit to this, of course, is that it actually squeezes the record companies out. The people who are behind all of this stuff is the record companies, not the artists. They miss the days of being able to flog you, a couple of singles for £2 a pop, and then the album at 13, 14 quid. Those were the halcyon days there. So the late 80s for the music industry is the time they wish they could get back, and they're trying everything they can to do so. There we go. Right, good, smashing. Right. Would I continue Banished and Depraved? No, I wouldn't. I'm not going back to either of them, but I will quite happily play another game like Banished or Depraved. Yeah, I'll watch a new one. Not a problem at all. Yeah, Mark Mahal, it did say I had enough fish. I'm going to put some trust in that, but to be honest, I'm not entirely sure that it doesn't. What are we doing, Nate? We age checking here. All right, I'll throw mine in. Most of you probably know already, but I'm 45. There you go. I see. Look, what I have in here is a discerning audience of gentlemen and ladies. I imagine there's a couple of ladies in here as well, who on a Saturday evening, they're doing something over here, probably with some circuit boards, model train maybe, bit of bonsai snipping, got a newspaper maybe on the go, screwdriver likely involved, while they've just got me kind of gently chuntering away there on the background. You glance over once in a while. Is he still in his little boat? Yeah, he's still in his little boat. All right, terrific. It's like I am the YouTube equivalent of John Peel in that regard, except with fewer playings of The Fall. Regrettably, I would very much like to be playing you more from The Fall, but I'm not allowed to, and an Article 13 would explain some of that to tie all of this into one compelling narrative. Right, okay, now then, I'm gonna set a quick waypoint over there and another one over here. Now, of course, the wags amongst you will immediately say, you wish you were like John Peel. And I kind of go, I am a little bit. I mean, admittedly, he was from Liverpool, but he spent an awful long time, living very near my hometown. I met John Peel twice while he was alive. Once at an Ipswich Town match, and once at a Fall gig. There you go. Right, good. Anyway, smashing. Warhammer 40k, that counts. Admittedly, that tends to be for the younger gentlemen. But that's like, when I say younger, I fall into that category. I got Rogue Trader when it first came out. Magnificent. My grandmother was a little bit disheartened when I spent my money on my birthday money. She gave me a tenner, and I spent it on a box of 30 Space Marines. 30. The original Space Marine box. She goes, I was hoping you'd buy some clothes or something. I went, no, look, Space Marines. Much better. There you go. Right. Have you seen Dawn of War? Dawn of Man? See, I got onto a Space Marine moment there and got a bit excited. Despite the fact that Marines are very boring, the armor's cool. But no, stuff the purging of the heretics and all of that kind of jazz. I'm over it. I'd rather play Imperium anyway. You young whippersnappers. Yes, absolutely. Young whippersnappers galore. Have I seen Dawn of Man? I've not seen Dawn of Man. Is it up on Steam or is it still indie at this point? I am going to haul this line in, just in case I'm a bit of haddock short. There you go. See, look, there's only 2 on there, so this might tip me over at the 120 kilo mark if I land both of these. I might have to pull the other line as well, What do we get? An extra 65 kilos? Spot on. I think I will pull the other line as well, because it's obviously not going to have much on there. So it's going to keep me moving in a reasonably swift fashion. King Awesome says, you are the best colonel. I am the best colonel. Stuff you, Sanders, you know nothing. Go get a candy bar. I will. I've got a bit of a problem at the moment with the peanut butter flavoured Kit Kats. Dear me. I don't think there is an upper limit to how many of them I can eat. There probably should be an upper limit to how many of those I can eat. Frankly, I should probably eat a lot less overall. Anyway, however, peanut butter flipping Kit Kats, I tell you. For those of you who are the North American variety, consider the kind of a Reese's Pieces, sorry, Reese's chocolate bar with a wafer centre. I go for Reese's anytime I can find it. It's all round bad news. You get your Reese's cups, you stick them in the fridge for a couple of hours. Flipping it, it's one of the best things you can ever eat. And peanut butter should always have should always be crunchy if you're putting it on bread, or cheese or celery. Yeah, I know. You can ask me for recipes later. But when it comes to the chocolate variants, then it's frankly all about the smooth. Yeah, they are. Reese's Appreciation with Colonel Failure. It's a brand new series coming up, and we're about to drive in a straight line for quite a long time because, as you can see, I can put fast travel points all over the show here, right? That's nice. That's super. That's all terrific. All right, we'll kill that one. Kill this one. Right, but if I want to put a fast travel path down here, it goes, no, you've got to explore this area. Settle in. This is going to take a little bit. We're going down there. Right. All ahead full. Off we trot. I've got the fuel. Maybe. Who knows? No, this isn't on Twitch. Now, here's the thing. The reason I switched to... Hold on. Krispy Kreme have peanut butter donuts. No, Krispy Kreme donuts are not donuts. They're bad. They are some kind of sugar-based hard shell around the disappointing interior. If you want a far superior donut, now this is personal preference, but I am right. If you want a far superior experience in your donut munching, then you can do a lot worse, frankly, than Tesco's 5 for £1 filled with whatever chemical flavourage you like the sounds of. No, Krispy Kreme, I don't subscribe. That they fill them with peanut butter, that's just marketing. It's not making the donuts any better. The donuts themselves are just bad. Engage warp, can't. There is no warp. We've got to do this in real time. Unless one of you tells me that I don't have to do this in real time. Yeah, upgrade your radar for better cup. We're doing it now. It's too. I'm committed. We're doing it. It's 4.2 nautical miles. Right. There's the distance up there, and you can keep an eye on exactly how long that's taking. Vicar asked earlier, what's the difference between a nautical mile and a regular one? The nautical mile is it's about 2 kilometres, I think, compared to a regular mile, which is 1,600 metres. All right. Oh, we've had a couple of what are they called? Jawas. A couple of Jawa moments. Morton has flung 50 crowns in my direction through Super Chat. Amazing, says Morton. I think you're amazing too, Morton. Just saying. Then Mark Dupont, we've got 20 Canadian dollars in through the Super Chat. Nice work, Mark. Hey, Colonel, thanks for great content this year. Have a great 19 and a frosty beverage. I will. It's called Diet Coca-Cola. It keeps you thin on the inside, probably. It certainly doesn't seem to be working on the outside for me. I'll tell you that. Good. Right, there we go. So there we go. We've done 0.2 of a nautical mile in that interim period there. As you can see, it's going to take a little while. We're going to be here for a bit. There you go. Oh no, King Awesome, if you weren't here for the funky truck stop, that was the donation wave that is not soon forgotten. Because if you think about it in your head a little bit, and how if one were familiar with what a spoonerism was, might get funky truck stop slightly wrong, live on the stream, and then get really rather embarrassed about it when they built up a reputation for being a clean-spoken individual. Then yeah, basically everyone in the chat just started throwing money at me to get me to say it over and over again, to try and get the same thing to happen again. Because it's as much as you are all mature individuals with a great deal of discerning taste. When it comes down to it, yeah, we're just a bunch of school kids. We're a bunch of Herberts larking about, and you're all just trying to get me to say naughty words occasionally. Winkle. There you go. That's your lot for today. Don't use it all at once. Good. You've got it clipped somewhere. Yeah, I'm not surprised. There goes the sponsorship deal. Yeah, probably. Yeah. No. It was worth it. That was very funny. That was a very funny evening. But I was mortified because I have a reputation to uphold, and despite the fact it wasn't internal, ho hum. More bad maths with Vicar. Is 259 watching and only 85 likes. Maybe they've not decided yet. Yeah, see. Yeah, see, we're only, what, 2 hours in here, and maybe they've not yet decided whether or not they're having a great time here on a Saturday night, very near to Christmas, where everybody else is doing things that, you know, just beggar belief. And instead, you've got your screwdriver going on, or your plastic cement, and your scalpel. You've probably got a craft mat of some description, just trying to get those little bit of flash off the end of those fine cast figures out of Games Workshop, and you're going like, all right, why can't they just use plastic? This fine cast rubbish is terrible. I know that they don't sell as many of these, and therefore they make them out of resin, but it's still rubble. Rubbish. Right, make them out of plastic. I'm fine with them making them out of plastic. Dyer 1985 says, yeah, you're going to regret this, has slung £2 in this direction and says, say it, Colonel. All right, ready? Here we go. It. I defeat you with my superior intellect. There you go. Good. I do not like videos on YouTube as standard, says Patrick. He's far too cool for that. No, it doesn't do it. I only like... When do you like them, though, Pat? I mean, do you wait until you kind of go, yeah, I'm feeling a like about now? Yeah. Okay, so there you go. Oh, here we go. 1 nautical mile is 1.2 miles imperial. So 1.2 imperial would take it up to, yeah, probably about 1,900 meters. So about 2 kilometers is the same as a well, 1.9 and change is the same as something as a nautical mile. There you go. The like is the little thumbs up. Vance, this is good. Once you have this knowledge, then you can wield the like button like a weapon over a YouTubist who is claiming to represent you in some fashion or other. Oh, here we go. No, it started. Seraphic. Hashtag funky truck stop. All right. Thank you. Yep, I am a performing monkey. You pay the organ grinder, which is YouTube, and the performing monkey does his little dance. Like that. See? Says the magic words, all of that kind of jazz. What else? You donut. Yes, you donut. I prefer you crouton over you donut, it has to be said. Getting Wrecked asks, what's Colonel's earliest gaming memory? Oh, good one. Okay, right, okay. So a school friend of mine lived down the road in a little village that I grew up. He had an Atari. He had one of them. And I was blown away. I'd have been, how old would I have been? 9 maybe? 10? Something like that. He had an Atari the home system. I can't remember what the number is. I'm not that cool. What would we have played? Would have played Pac-Man, obviously, because you had to play Pac-Man. But we would have played Pong. Pong you had to play on the little twiddly doodads rather than the joystick. But yeah, that's what we did. And then probably around the same time, I got a little handheld, kind of like Missile Command. No, not Missile Command. It was more Space Invaders, little handheld console thing. So there you go. That's probably my earliest video games. Yeah, something like that. James Abel, thank you very much for the contribution of 20 of the finest US dollars ever known. Splice the main brace, please. From an OTR driver in the States. OTO. Off truck road. Off OTR. Organised truck response. Organised train response. It's a bird. OTR? No, I don't know OTR. It probably was a 2600. Can't remember. Yeah. Yeah, can't quite remember. Mark has slung $11.37, which is a very specific amount of cash through the Streamlabs there. There are... Wait, no, hold on. No, it's my apologies, Vicar and Colonel. I totally forgot the like button. What will become of me? We forgive you. We cumulatively forgive you. Thank you very much for the $11.37. What currency was that originally? So if it's 1.13, if it's 1.137 to the dollar, so I'm going to assume it's 10 of something. I would assume. Then that feels like euros, maybe? Could be. Diedrich has slung €5 through the super chat. There are 2 Pollocks under. You did this already. I told you that you had to let other people do some innuendo. You've had your turn. I'm not going to tell you again. There you go. Good. Right. I love that the boat already learned the zigzag. Yeah, but crazy Ivaning is what we're doing here. It's all good. It actually catches the current, and it will drift with what I assume is some kind of prevailing current of some. Over the road. OTR's over the road. An over the road drive. Very interesting. Okay. All right. No. HGV. Why over the road? Why would you say over-the-road driver rather than just driver? Thanks for the clarification, James. You start. Why would you say? I'd go for truck driver. That's fine. Yeah, if someone can explain the kind of clarification. Yeah, I had a BBC B. Yeah, that was the first kind of hardware that I had. A BBC B, and I played Elite, obviously, because you did. And I had a very good flight sim because my dad was a teacher, and he managed to whip the flight sim software from school, so we played his flight sim, which was one of the least exciting things you've ever played ever, apart from landing. But it was an awful lot of numbers. The Towns asks, have you seen the Satisfactorio video? I've not seen the Satisfactorio video. I've seen Satisfactory, and obviously I'm aware of Factorio. But no, I've not seen the Satisfactory. Excuse me. It's the taste of the new generation. Makes you a little bit burpy. No, I've not. There we go. Ray's saying he's still got his Amiga 3000. You ruddy shoth. Amiga 3000. Whew, Mr. Big Bucks going on there. I had a 500, and then I had a 1200. I sold when I was in university. I sold my 500 to a friend of mine, and I bought a 1200. Which was a very, very astute purchase. Best evenings we had, we used a null modem cable to hook up an Atari ST to an Amiga, and we'd play Falcon head-to-head against it. And I used to sucker him into things, because you can only take 4 air-to-air missiles, but you could also take 2 air-to-ground. So we used to pretend that, we used to fake him out into using his countermeasures, by making him believe, because we ran 2 of us on each computer, we would fake him out by making him believe that Mavericks were air-to-air. So he'd be using flares and chaff and all sorts of things, and then we'd waste him with a Sidewinder. There we go. So OTR drivers are kind of cross-state then. There you go. Animal works out of Felixstowe. Well, there you go. I know Felixstowe very, very well. I grew up there. Well, I did my teenage years in Felixstowe. I used to hang out on the Triangle, drinking a Slurpee from 7-Eleven. If you remember that, you were there. 7-Eleven hasn't been there for quite a long time. There we go. Over the road. Yeah, I'm there. I'm on it. I've got it. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, apparently the drives are a little bit temperamental on the 3000s and the 1200s as well. But there you go. Have I got any more plans for more mega games in the future? Yes, I have. Mirror State Underground. And I will do a one shot on my channel to explain what a mega game is and what Mirror State is, as soon as that's ready to go. But yeah, I've got a lot of those coming up next year. We're actually coming up towards your neck of the woods as well, Vicar. We're doing one in Birmingham. In fact, we're doing, hold on, it's on my list. We're doing 2 in Birmingham. There you go. Am I going to start a vlog channel? No, I'm not going to... Leo asks, am I going to start a vlog channel? No, I'm not going to start a vlog channel. I could, but... No, if you want to see me do vlog stuff, join Bad Company. I know it's money, but I stick out an hour's worth of vlog for the kind of basic level people once a month. Plus you get the extra series. You get Motorsport Manager as well, which is currently running, and then when that's done, I'll put to a vote what we do next. Motorsport just got re-elected as to having a second season. There you go. Remember the little train on the seafront of Felixstowe? Of course I do. How could one not? There we go. Right, okay, right. We've got any more questions in the back? I must say, I'm enjoying the chat this evening. It's a good chat for the leisurely cruise that we've got going on. Carlton, thanks for stopping by. Have a splendid evening and enjoy the rest of the year. There you go. No, you need a £5. You need a £5 for the vlog. Reduced is $5. Yeah, I know. I'm tight-fisted like that. But Motorsport, you can get the exclusive series for $1 a month. Right? That's less than a third of a Starbucks. Any more Conan Exiles from you and Stegs? No, Stegs isn't allowed to play with me anymore. He's not allowed. It's naughty. Yeah, he's just not allowed to. And breaking news from the fishing side of things is we're halfway there. Halfway. Yeah, that's all fine. He had Intellivision. I never got to go on an Intellivision. No, the Advanced D&D, I can imagine. Oh, that would have been a kind of thing I brought up. Steve Murray asks, tea or coffee? Neither. Don't drink either. I drink neither of those two things. I never developed a taste. I don't do hot chocolate either. Never developed a taste for hot drinks. If I had to choose, I'd do tea over coffee. Coffee is revolting. Not only that it's a hot drink, also the flavour is just awful. I don't understand it in the slightest. But, you know, people are allowed their own taste. What I drink instead, I drink flipping Red Bull, for crying out loud. Used to be Coca-Cola. I used to go through vast quantities of full-fat Coke. And you know, that's why I'm going to be the bright light that burns twice as bright. Or some such. I think I've drunk all the sugar it is possible to drink. So there you go. Yeah, it moves on the run in Australia, in Adelaide. Thank you, Kimbo. Good contribution. Do you think they should do a Transport Fever 2 or DLC? Transport Fever 2. Just go straight to the new game. That's absolutely fine. Some refinement to the way that they handle modding, maybe a day-night cycle, maybe timetabling, maybe multiplayer, maybe seasons. There's lots of things they could do in a 2, but it would require a kind of build-up from the ground approach. And you know what? I've had my money's worth, and then some, from Transport Fever. Absolutely. 4 or 5 times over. I put more hours into that game on Steam than any other Steam game so far, or at least since Steam started tracking stats. When I first started playing Left 4 Dead, and I put a lot of hours on Left 4 Dead, I started playing that before they started tracking stats. And in fact, my Steam account predates the launch of Steam. Just saying. You can ask why that is, and I'll probably tell you. Right, what have we got? Have you thought about playing bus? Yes, bus sims or truck sim. Go have a look in my playlist section for American Truck Sim. There are 20 odd episodes of that waiting for you. It is worth it. It's funny. I have a key for what's the new bus sim? It's Tourist Bus Simulator. I was planning to do it either as a stream or as a one-off episode because I think it's going to be nonsense. So yes, look forward to that before the end of the year. I will do Tourist Bus Simulator. Sorry, who was that asked that one? Because I like to, you know, I like to check it. I'll have to scroll up. I'm not going to do that. Eric asks, when am I planning to start an extra channel with electro sports and other games not suited for the main channel? When the main channel is has got me to the point that I can do this full time. Basically, if I can do this full time, I can do it twice as much as I do now, if not more, and better polished as well. So once I reach that point, then yes, a parallel channel that is... I might do a dedicated sports channel. That'd be quite good fun. But there you go. James is back again. James, you could have just answered the question. You didn't have to. But anyway, thank you. You're a very lovely individual, and I admire your facial hair. We call drivers who drive long distances OTR short trip drivers are called... Oh, I see. There should be some punctuation in there. That's cool. Are called day cab drivers. They are generally despised by OTR drivers because of their lack of skill. I haul skateboards, flatbeds, right, and step decks. Good. Smashing. Thanks, James. That's good. Consider me enlightened. I'm up to speed on that now. Yeah, but Grant. Ross says, I'm playing scenarios in Transport Fever and I can't keep it in the black. Any tips and tricks? Yes. What would be my tip and trick? I've not played the scenarios. And when I picked up Transport Fever, I went in straight into free play and that's where I've lived forever. I've not even looked at the scenarios. Maybe I should do them. You know, I don't even think I'll ace them. But there you go. Any tips and tricks? Yeah, don't buy too many vehicles. Go road-based first. It's easier to make money, particularly if you're thinking of doing freight. Go for the simple freight first. So either you want cattle into food, not what's the other one? Corn, not corn into food, because cattle and the food that comes out the other end can be transported in the same piece of kit, or oil and fuel, or stone and construction materials. Do those first for freight, and you'll be better off. Don't do trains until you've built up some demand. Going from one town to another town on a coach route, and then putting enough coaches on there to do to keep your minutes down below about 5, and you should make good money. Right, there you go. Patrick asks, will the Colonel be willing to join a golf with your friends stream early next year? Yes. MSJN asks, how is my Steam account older than Steam? It's because I worked on the distribution of the original Orange box. So I had a Steam account before it was released. There you go. I know. True news. These things happen. I know it's the one good thing that I've ever done. Actually, I've done loads of good stuff. But also the other one, this is quite hilarious, is that quite a few of us who've worked because EA handled the distribution of the Orange box in Europe, and quite a few of us who worked on that got what is known as the Valve key. Now, the Valve key is particularly mighty because it gives you a copy of every game that Valve publishes. It was great when they published games. There you go. Right, good. Now, smashing. 1 mile to go. We're almost there, everybody. I'm going to cut up the rest of the fish. There we go. I'm pretty sure the boat will keep going while I do that. Let's get hack in here and fish. Good. Next. And another one. Oh, that one felt good. How was it? Terrible. Well, it just proves that I don't know anything in the slightest. Maybe I'll just slow it down. That one, because it felt quite quick as well. I'll tell you what, the next one that I do, it won't be now because I've just used up all my fish. Next one I do, I'll go super slow. Oh dear, it's very dark. Searchlight on. Now then, we've got any experts in here who know how to move the searchlight? Do you have to do it from the cab? You don't want to be looking at your own parts there, dude. Is there a searchlight wiggler somewhere? Q&E. Oh yes, I'm a lighthouse. Oh, that's wonderful. Right, can I also do that from outside? I can. Oh, tremendous. Oh, my life is complete now. That's what I like to do. What sports, if any, do you play outside making videos? Do you mean in real life sports? Not so many these days because my knee's wrecked. Occasionally play a bit of badminton, and that's about your lot. Historically, lots. I've played lots historically. When I was a strapping young gentleman, I played. There was one season where I played rugby and lacrosse and American football in the same season. I was well sporty, is what it was, and then I got a girlfriend, and spent a lot of time being a student, where I did lots of student-based activities. If you imagine what being a student was like, in the mid 1990s. No, not even the early 1990s. I did go to the Hacienda in Manchester. You know what kind of picture that paints if you know what kind of picture that paints, and therefore I need give you no further explanation on that front. So yeah, that was kind of what I did instead of a sporting career, I suppose. Right, okay, now then, what have we got? Yes, I have. Oh, City Skylines. Oh, interesting you should mention that. New series in the new year. And it's going to be a bit special. Oh yeah, I've got an amazing plan. Yeah, amazing plan coming up for City Skylines in the new year. But that's going to be what replaces Project Hospital. So PH I'll run till the end of the year, and then I'll move on. I've been enjoying it. Yeah, I was at Manchester Metropolitan when I first started going. It was Manchester Polytechnic. but then they did the rebranding of all the polytechnics, and it became Manchester Metropolitan University. I mean, that sounds better than graduating from a polytechnic. So there you go. No, not in the early 90s. In the early, I mean, it was rough, but it was great fun. But a simple boy from Suffolk who wasn't the street smartest in the world was a bit of an eye opener. But ever since then, I have loved the northwest of England. Big fan. I've since spent 3 years living in Liverpool. Loved it to bits. Absolutely loved living in Liverpool. The prices are good, and the people are nice, and it's just nicer than living in the south. There you go. I know it makes me a traitor. There you go. Free upgrade to my degree. No, degree is exactly the same as it was previously. University of Central Lancashire. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, you love. It's always good when they do the rebranding before you graduate. I think they did it in my final year, which was terrific. I still ended up with a degree in creative arts, though, so it's not like all of a sudden I've got some highfalutin academic qualification. No, I still got paid. Well, got paid. I've never been paid for pointless behaviour, which is what I describe my degree as. University degree in acting foolishly, in a foolish fashion. Right, let's get the binoculars on the go here. Now, this was supposed to be some kind of cruise ship, right? But to me, this looks more like some kind of drug cartel, blockade-busting speedboat. But they're only after fish. Now, they didn't stipulate whether they wanted any salmon. Lovely. Yeah, again, sorry, I'm dropping in jokes that only a few people will get. But there you go. Right, okay. We could tell you have a degree in acting foolishly. Yes, I do. Yeah, I know. Never managed to turn it into my profession until now, and it's still not quite my profession. But there you go. There it is. The Hacienda's apartments now. I know. It's ridiculous. Right, okay. Lights back on. No, actually, I turned the lights off because I wanted to see what I was doing for a moment. There we go. We are quite a long way out, but I will be able to fast travel back again, so that's some consolation. The tube is brilliant in London. The tube is an absolute marvel. Everyone who uses it regularly is allowed to complain, but on reflect, I mean, I've just come off 2 years of commuting through the tube on a daily basis, commuting in on the train and then on the tube. Yes, it is rammed, but it certainly works. There are rare occasions when it doesn't. It is overfull, but it is a marvel nonetheless. Right. There we go. We have mission complete. It was worth this, whatever it was, half an hour worth of drive here. Was worth 2,000 kroner. All right, there you go. Yeah. There you go. Enjoy your trip back to Colombia. I'm sure it'll be lovely. Oh, ice flow, look. We've reached the edge of the world. Fantastic. Right, you call that a cruise ship? Yeah, I know. It doesn't look anything like a flipping cruise ship. Right. Does this prove flat Earth theory with ice around the edges? Well, we are at the Arctic Circle, the edge thereof. So I don't think that's unreal. Oh, hello. What have we got there? There's a haddock patch. Nice. What else have we got in this patch? There's some pollock. There's a lot of redfish, but redfish are so cheap it's not worth catching them. And there's a moderate patch of cod going on there as well. Okay. Anyone can tell me appears at the London Imperial War Museum? I've not been to the London Imperial War Museum, but the one at Duxford is excellent. And it's not none of this is jingoistic, celebratory rubbish about one nationality over another or anything like that. It's more just having all the machinery. Duxford's particularly good because they've got a Blackbird in there, so an SR-71, and if you've only ever seen pictures of them, they're flipping enormous. They've also got a Stratofortress. They've got a B-52 in there as well. That's brilliant. B-52s are amazing. There's a very good book, which I heartily recommend to absolutely everyone, called Command and Control, which is all about near misses or almost nuclear accidents involving nuclear weapons between 1940 and kind of 1990, and it's terrifying. Particularly the stuff about B-52s. It's like we should all be dead. It's a terrific read. Eric Schlosser, I think it was made by, written by. Command and Control, book's called. Totally recommend it. There is an audiobook version. I went through a period where I was commuting for about 4.5 hours per day by car. So during that kind of 3-year period, I went through a lot of audiobooks. And it was fantastic. I missed it desperately. As much as you don't miss commuting afterwards, I did miss the amount of time of just, headspace and the ability to listen to audiobooks of all varieties. But yeah. There you go. Good. There you are. Right. Smashing. Good. Smashing. The Imperial War Museum is excellent. A real eye-opener. Well worth the time to pop in. There you go. Right. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That's it. Little bit of reverse thrust there, keeping under control. Right, we are back in port. Time to get some more juice. I've got 250 grand now. I don't think within the bounds of this stream I'm going to make enough to buy the next boat up, which is a bit disappointing. But I could probably upgrade what I've got. We can sell the rest of this. It's not a massive amount's worth. It's about 22k by the look of it. Yeah, okay, my maths just fell off a cliff. It was actually 16k. How did I miscalculate that? Does it really matter? Probably doesn't. Good. Right. Okay. Let's. Oh, there's some action going on in the bar. What do we got? Low haddock supply in Akafjord. Oh, that's miles away. They'll pay me 14 crowns per kilo if I deliver 100 kilos of haddock. It's not worth my time. Get knotted. The cruise ship Queen Victoria is running low. 19. That's what I just did. I've done that one already. You want me to do... In fact, I've done both of these. And catching haddock's a pain in the bum. Although I haven't struggled with it so far. I mean, I could take both. No, well, actually, I'd only take one because getting them both done in 7 days, I wouldn't want to gamble on that. Yeah, all right. Let's do another one. I'll take increased. We'll go to Akafjord. I'll take that. What do you need? 100 kilos of haddock. All right, you got it there, Sonny. Right now then, let's kit out the boat. Here we go. I'm not spending any money, right? I'm going to save up now for mackerel, please. Yeah. Save up for the bigger boat. Yeah. And to be honest, yeah, if I'm honest, taking on missions like this is a bad idea, and what I should be doing is just grinding the same one over and over again to make the cash. But that's less interesting somehow, and frankly, I think we all deserve to go and see Akafjord. It's where I started out today. It's beautiful, particularly this time of year. Don't oversteer. This is what you usually do. Go on, that's it. Forward a bit, and then just that way. What this little boat doesn't have, it doesn't have thrusters. If it had thrusters, that would be terrific. And yes, boats have thrusters. Liners, tankers, all of that kind of stuff, they'll have thrusters on it. We don't have any thrusters. So it means you've just got to gently ease away from the dockside. Typically, what you would actually do is use a boat hook or something, or your hands, and just push off a bit. Because boats of this size, you can get a little bit of distance just with a push off. But no, there you go. I know this. I know it's riveting, but I'm here to drop the knowledge and so forth. Right, where should we go? Let's get out of here, and then rather than sitting around killing time, we'll drop one line out here. So if we go to there, I can't cross the land. All right, okay. Well, let's get out of port then, and then we'll go from there. Missions barely pay for fuel. Yeah, right, totally. But I'll take the reputation improvement, because improved rep is usually something you need in order to unlock other missions and what have you. Actually, on a totally left field subject, I picked up Mount and Blade in the Steam sale because I'd not played it before, and everyone I ever know who has played it has been raving about it. And I tell you this for nothing, I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. Playing Warband, and as such, I very much look forward to Bannerlord when it tips up next year. But I'm not going to wrap, Bob. Just for you, I will ram the boat right at the end of the stream, and you'll see how uninspiring it is. As you leave port, there's a little bridge to the right you can go under for fun. Hold on. Is that here or at Ackerfjord? Hold everything. Please hang on. Complete average game is slung 50 crowns in my direction. Making education fun again. Very much enjoyed the copyright education. I think enjoyed is perhaps a strong word. Enjoyment is maybe a little bit severe, but no, you're most welcome. What I do try and avoid is political opinion. Right? I try and avoid it because obviously I have them, and you know, you can probably deduce a lot of what they are. Am I interested in Atlas? Yes, I am. Over to the right. This is the right. Where's this little bridge of which we speak? If you're sending me up the wrong way here for giggles, there will be trouble. Maxim's off to bed because it's 25 past 12 in Hungary. Thanks for swinging by, Maxim. Very nice to see you. Hope to see you again soon. I've completely lost the thread of what the hell it was I was talking about. Oh yeah, Mount and Blade. I might do a Mount and Blade one-off stream, or maybe a chopped-up video or something. If there is interest, voice it in the chat. And particularly if you are a Mount and Blade fan, rather than you goons who just, you know, who watch me doing any old tosh. Go past the breakwater, then turn right. Thank you. Evening, Richard. Nice to see you. Left now. No, what? What are you talking about? You see, there is a smidge of delay going on in the chat. Go back out, yes, and turn right. You got it. Right, we're going right here. Starboard, I think you'll find people call it. Okay, right, here we are. I am prowling now, looking for a little bridge that one may drive under, just for fun. Okay. Alright, I'm looking for it. Mount and Blade, not Mountain Blade. Sorry, that would be my lazy pronunciation going on there. Yeah, I know you do, MS, and it's greatly appreciated, but once in a while, a discerning opinion. Oh, there you go, there's the little bridge. Oh, I can't be bothered with that. No, that's miles away. That's off course. I'll check it out if I ever go in that direction. Right, okay, right. Quick travel time. I know, there's a novelty. Let's go. Floor it. Dun, 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 dun. I've loved the game and have nearly 500 hours. I'm going to make you cry then, Nicholas, if I ever do one, simply because I will obviously be playing it wrong. The only thing that actually you could possibly help with is there anywhere other than in the tavern that you can sell your prisoners? Because I end up carting those people around for ages. You know, is there anywhere else? No, other than the tavern. And that's only if there's a dude waiting there to buy them off you. Which most of the time there isn't. It's a real pain in the bum. I don't want to convert them into troops. I've got my troops in more or less exactly the position I want. What I need is a more ready sum of cash coming in. There you go. There you are. See? I almost know what I'm doing. Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? It's not a skiing game. No, it's not. Mounted Blade. Oh, that would be a great skiing game. In fact, you could also get the name recognition there from the other game, and potentially clean it up. Yeah, good stuff. What's it about? Look it up on Steam. You'll see. You'll get a feel for it. It's old. It's very old. But there's a sequel that they've been working on for donkey's years that that theoretically is arriving next year. We'll see. You've watched my ATS series 3 times. I keep meaning to go back to it. I quite enjoyed it. I stopped playing about 3 episodes after getting a steering wheel. And the reason I stopped playing is because all of a sudden I was finding it a little bit too easy. I was making less of a hash of it, and therefore there was less for me to comment on. I find it much easier to kind of generate nonsense. And let's face it, I am a nonsense merchant. But I find it considerably easier when I don't fully know what I'm doing, because it's it's the unexpected. It's not getting things right. It's trying to play intuitively. Is where the amusement comes from. Now, just not being able to find a button, that's not entertaining. But it's not doing it right is where it becomes more entertaining. When you're just trying to win, I'm not at my best there. Some people are. Particularly if you're trying to learn the game in question, you want to see someone who's got a clue. But no, that's not my thing. No, I didn't stop after the truck fell over. No, I kept playing after the truck fell over. I think rolling the truck was around either the very early teens or like the 11th, 12th episode. I think I rolled the truck. Yeah, that was. I knew it was coming as well because I don't fake it. See, I don't deliberately do things wrong, because it's just not cool. And I don't need to. I don't need to try and do things wrong. All I need to do is avoid getting too competent. So it's like Spintires, for example. By the time me and Stegs finished that series, we were both actually getting reasonably capable at the game, and that was making it more challenging to get into scrapes. Don't get me wrong, we picked a doozy of a map. Delugi was a terrific map to finish on. But we'd already started to get the hang of how you defeat the different obstacles that the thing chucks at you. So yeah, there we go. All right, smashing. Daniel Craig, good to see you there, 007. It's a shame you're retiring, but I can fully sympathise with that. There you go. Sorry, I imagine you get that all day flaming long, unless of course you have taken Daniel Craig as your given internet superhero name. There's nothing wrong with that, especially when you get that kind of thing. What happened to Stegs? Stegs got a job at Frontier, and part of the rules that go along with that job is that he's allowed to stream and he's allowed to do videos, but only on Frontier games, which isn't unreasonable, given that he's representing them. So at the moment, our partnership is off-piste. But we're not falling out or anything like that. No, it's all fine. Right, okie dokie. Right, time to reel him in. Jump. Maybe it is him. Well, in which case he can afford to sling me a tenner. So it's not unreasonable. I've paid a tenner to go and see his movies on numerous occasions. Some of them are better than others. The one with the hydrogen-powered hotel I thought was a little bit dubious. Insofar as, however did anyone sign off and go, so the architect turns up and kind of goes, hello there, Mr. Evil Villain. I've designed your hotel for you. Oh, terrific. You're very environmentally friendly. Oh, excellent, good. Your electric bills are going to be particularly low. Great. How have you accomplished that? Oh, we filled the walls with hydrogen. Have you now? Now, have we fire safety tested that? The what now? Yeah, see, that's how I figured that conversation went, in the slightest. And whatever it was called, the Hotel of Hydrogen is the standard Bond naming convention. The Quantum of Exploding Hotels, which I don't think is actually that movie. But there it is. Good. Why don't you stream a Frontier game? Because he doesn't want to. He wants to do all his streaming in work hours, and then he wants to actually chill out for a bit. He's got himself a girlfriend as well, and all of that kind of business. So he's He's a young man exploring life and socialising and things. He'll be back when he realises that life and socialising things is incredibly overrated. And that what you really want to do is spend all your time in the room where you've got all the stuff that you bought with the money that you made from going to do the job that you do. There you go. That's a philosophy he'll come round to at some point. But right now he's busy being 20 odd and having a rare old time. Silly boy. Right, I've got fish for the job. Oh, okay. Right. Well, let's go do that. Then I can. Oh no, hold on. This, have we gone over? No, we haven't. But we will do if I head up to Acker Fjord. So we'll let's go get the harvest in. To the Haywain. Hold on. No, I didn't. Wait. Go. To the Haywain. There we go. Smashing. Quantum of Solace. I didn't think it was Quantum of Solace that had the hydrogen hotel, but maybe it was. I couldn't remember. But either way, that wasn't brilliant. It was the one about the fella who was trying to buy all the water in Bolivia. As you do. So it's one of my winningest schemes for taking over the world. You know what? I'm going to pick a Latin American country and I'm going to buy all its water. Then what are you going to do with it? I'm going to sell it. What if it rains? Well, then the prices will go down for a bit. There you go. But professional stegs and real stegs. Professional stegs is real stegs, but it's he will gradually become more real stegs over time. I'm sure of it. But he's doing a magnificent job, and he is to be congratulated. Might have been Spectre. No, it wasn't Spectre. No, Spectre was the one with bad guy from No Country for Old Men, right? No, or was it? Oh, I can't remember. Either way, welcome to the stream, Daniel. Go fight some villains. Oh, flipping heck, I'm not concentrating on fish. Lovely to see you. We maybe dwelled on that subject a little longer than necessary. But you know, there it is. Quantum of Solace, pretty bad Bond movie. Yeah. Concentrate on the fish. Stop reading the chat while you're fishing. You're never going to buy a new boat at this rate, you banana brain. Yep. There you go. Perfect. Yep. For my next trick. Yeah, we'll have that one as well. I think I'm going to overfill the boat here, and if I don't, then all of the remaining stocks are going to be ruined by the time I get to Ackerfjord anyway. So yeah, I'm not quite at hop. Concentrate. Don't do flipping hand gestures while you're fishing. I'm not quite at the point yet where my boat holds enough fish. If I stick 4 lines out, I almost always overfill it. If I leave the lines in place for the right amount of time. Whoop. So what I'll do is we'll evaluate once I've got this last one. We'll see where we're at. Wheek. Good. Right, storage. There you go. So that's 2 lines in, and I've filled up storage. So let's go drop this off. We may burn the last 2 lines there, or we'll certainly burn their catch. But we might be able to... Well, I have explored the area. What are you talking about? I spent a very long time exploring that area. It wasn't fun. Because when you say explore, what you actually mean is drive in a straight line this way, would you please? Right, let's toddle on. Jolly good. Shivani. Shavani? I'm going to go with Shivani. It sounds better. First stream I've been to. Oh, well, hey, welcome aboard. This is pretty normal. Actually, it's not. Usually I'm a little bit more engaged in what I'm doing, but the old fishing here is leaving me plenty of downtime with which to do some chat. We need a bigger boat. You're not wrong. We definitely need a bigger boat, but the boat that I want is 1.2 million crowns, and I've only got 250,000. So if I'd have been spending this evening just grinding out pollock the entire time, we'd be there by now. But instead, no, I had to go off and do something interesting and show you exciting parts of the world. And there you go. I hope you've appreciated it. Could have had a bigger boat, but no. There we go. Right. in we go. Still, good load. Oh, hold on. I haven't cut my fish up again. Right. Now, what did I say we were going to do? Try and go as fast as possible on one cut and see what we get out of it. I'm prepared to lose a little bit of fish in the name of science. Let's get it done. Right, here we go. Fish, knife, go. Wallop. How much? Almost 4 stars. Really? Because I'm not feeling that at all. That looks an absolute disaster. Okay, let's go real slow. We're going to hit every line. Absolutely. Oh, a bit of a jerky there. Absolutely perfectly. Here we go. That's it. My thumb's in the way. Can't see the line anymore. But because I am an expert fish gutter, then this is going to be brilliant. And 3 stars. Stupid fish gutting. Right, let's go. Sure. 3 and a bit stars. I was pretty sure I followed that line pretty well. There you go, it's just slice the thing. Yeah. When I try less, Jaws the Revenge is on ITV1. No, thank you. I will stick with the first 2 movies, and that will do me as far as Jaws is concerned. The first one is sublime, the second one is passable. It's worth it for the shark sinking a helicopter. And there, but it's not as good as the first one. Because the first one is just an absolute stormer. It's got to be up there with my favourite movies. I never remember it when people go, oh, what are your favourite movies? I kind of go, oh, this, that and the other. I never remember Jaws. Should do. Don't grind your pollux, it's not comfortable. See, Diedrich, there you go. You could have had that, but you let Vicar have it. Don't you feel good about sharing with the other playmates? You should. Right, okay. Let's go roll into harbour here and drop this off. Oh, hold on, aren't I supposed to... No, this is where they want it. Oh, that's all good then. But I tell you, the old Borg here, it's not handling so friendly with a full load. It just gets... Oh, mission complete. Well, thank you very much. I'm now going to go sell the rest of my fish, if that's all right with you. Cheeky blighter. Right, who could forget Jaws 3? It's very easy to forget Jaws 3. I'd rather than watching Jaws 3, I would rather watch Deep Blue Sea, because that's super. Because that's super sharks at that point, and it's very good. And as much as this is a massive spoiler, when Samuel L. Jackson gets eaten by a shark, it's a genuinely brilliant moment if you don't know it's coming. The idiotic thing, however, is they put it in the trailer. Right, Doc. How much are we making here? That's 62. Yes. 74. 76. We'll go at 77. 80 we should make for this. 62. All right, it's not my maths. They're making a deduction somewhere. Or it was an estimate of how much they were going to pay me. 62. Scandalous. Right, good. Right, good. There you go. Ashley, right, that's your lot. No, hold on, it's not your lot. No, we'll just go pick up the last lot. Go fishing. Yes. We'll go pick up the last lot. I'll drop it off, and then that will be your lot for today. Because for some reason, my throat's going a little bit. I know. Don't know why. Can't explain it. It just is. The next stream, just to give you some advance notice, it's on the 28th of December. And it will be the next enthralling adventure of Bad Company playing Stellaris. We are copyright infringing once again. At last count, how many players did we have at last count? 16, I think, that we've got in there. And we're all going to do some kind of YouTube cosplay in some description. Mostly this will be audio jokes, you understand. But I'm sure that we're all sophisticated enough to enjoy an audio joke. So, yeah, 28th. It'll be in the evening at some point. I think kickoff is set for about 7 p.m. GMT. But we'll let you know. In fact, quite a few people who are in the chat this evening is... Uh-oh, hold on. Oh, no, I should have filled the tank. Should have filled the tank. Stop. Oh, dear. We've committed now. All right, I'm quite a long way out. We're not going to there. We're going to cancel that. Remove it. Right, we're going to write these fish off entirely and hope we can make it back to hammer time. I meant to fill the tank up. Oh, silly boy. All right, we'll see. We'll see. How are we looking? The tank is in the bottom right of the screen. Oh, it's close. I think I've got enough. I think I've got enough, as long as I don't make too much of a meal of this. No, me making a meal of something. Who'd have thought it? Right, there we go. That's it. Now we'll ease it down. No, should I ease it down or should I crank it up? If I crank it up, there is a chance that I might be able to coast into the safety of the harbour. And then if we lasso a bollard and get ourselves cleated accordingly. Right, there we go. Yeah, I've definitely got enough forward momentum now, even if I run out of fuel. So if we turn that off. Don't fast travel it. It does it really. Fast travel uses twice the fuel. Oh, didn't know that. There we go. We're going to get in on vapours. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. And flawless. There we go. Yes. We are secure. Right. That'll do it. That's your lot. Now, I promised somebody that I'd go and ram a boat with my boat. I'm not going to. Because it's just silly. And if I'm trying to save money, because I might do one video once I've bought the new boat, because I'll probably play a little bit more of this. No, I'm not gonna ram a boat. It's not going to do anything exciting. It's not that kind of game. All it's going to do is cost me money, which is why I'm grinding out these fish. I've now got to go and retrieve my lines, which I'll go and do, but I'm getting a bit hoarse. Don't suppose you may have a look at Sea of Thieves again. Yeah, Sea of Thieves is the best sea in a game ever. Underlined, underscored, exclamation mark. The sea is such a strong character in that game. It's absolutely brilliant. The game itself, however, is just lacking. It's not that I don't necessarily want to fight sea creatures. I'd be quite happy doing little trade runs, but even trade is lacking. The quests are lacking. The characters are really good. The ship handling is phenomenal. The sea is amazing, but it's like they forgot to bring a game designer to the party, because there isn't any game design in there. Or there's very limited, very limited. But there you go. Yes, Atlas is definitely on the cards. I may try and find a couple of Bad Company people to join an Atlas crew. And then I probably won't make a series, but it might make a... Because the way I look at things, or the way that I'm doing the channel at the moment, is that I'll have an A series, which is Transport Fever, B series, which at the moment is Project Hospital, and then I might do a C series once in a while that will be like 3 episodes. And then a little one-shotter here and there, drop in a train sim here and there. You get the idea. But the A and B series are always going to be closely tied to the core of the channel, which is about management games and maybe a little bit of simulation and strategy and trains and transport and all of that kind of stuff. So once I go full-time, friends, then I will do a Madness second channel probably. But it's going to take a little while till I get there. Anyway, that's your lot for this evening. I only ran 12 minutes shorter than I intended to, so that's not so bad. I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much for tuning in. What have you got coming up? I've got all kinds of stuff coming up for you over the next week. Tune in when you feel like it. I might take a couple of days off around New Year. Don't read anything into that other than I'm taking a couple of days off. But there you go. That's your lot. I've been Colonel Me. You've been Delight. Yeah, I hope to see you again soon. 28th next stream. And then I'll do a little bit more streaming in next year. Right, there you go. I'll queue up this button, and then I will say, cheerio! Push, no, you have to push the button. Idiot. Oh, I noticed that the title card for the end of the stream is present. In which case I should... no, I can't change off this one. So you're stuck with a black screen, the bombastic outro, and in order to keep it in any way stimulating... You know I deleted the goldfish bowl, right? Yeah, I don't know how I managed to do that. I've no clue. Just did. Yeah. And evidently... the second casualty of war is your outro. Got the music though. What it should be saying here, and that's something wrong, there's a picture of my logo with the words "It's over, get out," which I was always quite taken with because I found that on message, most definitely. Something's wrong, cut. I could do that. Yeah, hang around, I'll push that one in a minute. Cheerio, Dual. Yep, yeah, definitely screw this one up. Yep, yeah, this is exactly what people want to see at the end of the stream. Black screen. But they daren't leave. The music's still playing, and for some reason he's still talking. Yeah, what could this possibly mean? What's going to happen next? He's got other buttons that he can press. And I have. And if I press any of those buttons, the music stops. I don't exactly know what's going to happen. Audio description of past activities. You've earned it. I'm going to give you one of these. Hold on. Wait for it. You've got to wait for the fade out to happen. And have this one. You can only press one of them at a time, so you have to wait for one and then the other one. See, this, however, this is fantastic. I always show off the "it's all broken" screen, just in case it's broken, which it sometimes does, but usually not on purpose. I've got a button that does this, you know. Yeah, I can bring my own applause in case you don't turn up. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's magnificent. That's particularly enjoyable. It lasts for 30 seconds as well. I can suspend it before... Actually, no, I'm not sure I can. I think it runs the distance or nothing. Anyway, the all broken screen's got half an hour's worth of music on. We're not going to listen to all of it. That was the big red... This is the big red button, the one we're on now. What haven't you seen yet? No, you've seen them all. I ought to queue up some more, shouldn't I? I will. Anyway, I'm leaving now. That's your lot. How do I turn this off? I'm pretty sure it's up here. Oh yeah.